What's going on, Ashbite? Have you been prepping? Nah, you don't know what's going on, man. There's a lot of shit going on. There is a lot of shit going on. I was just reading this. So there's globally the crops are fucked. Droughts all over the West. The ice storm in the Midwest happened, and now we're having wonky weather. It's hot as shit right now, but I think it's supposed to get cold again. I don't know what's going on the East Coast, but they don't really grow shit there anyways. China last year in the fall, they had the most flooding they've ever had in recorded history, and it wiped out all their crops. So they bought up crops from across the globe and really took down the food supply. The whole world was also locked down last year, so we didn't produce much. This year we got choke points at meat packing plants. We've got shipping. We've got all sorts of logistical issues, plus bad crops. We are going to have some food shortages coming up. You should buy some canned food. Y'all don't really grow much food on the East Coast, do you? Oh yeah, it's rough. On top of that, there's the cyber attacks. I mean, you can see all the stuff scrolling across the tickers at the bottom of my screen. So yeah, stock up on food, and the cyber attack thing is going to keep going. It's all part of the Great Reset. They're going to keep doing these cyber attacks until we demand that they fix the problem for us, and they're going to take control of the internet. You're going to need like an ID to log on, probably. And that's when I retreat into the woods. I don't feel like you're taking this as seriously as you should. Did you see the last video I posted? The one with the news proof the news is scripted or whatever. It's gotten like the least amount of views of any video I've uploaded in like God, maybe ever. So I'm wondering if it's kind of being hidden by the algorithm because it's an antagonistic topic. You know? Yeah, nah. All right. Anybody else here? Did anybody see the last video or did it pop up on your feed? Last video I uploaded this morning, it was a about how the news is bullshit and scripted, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm getting not shadow banned, but kind of slid aside. Oh, that might be me. Let me plug in the extender. It should speed up in a second here. I unplugged the extender because a lot of radiation comes off of those things, off of your Wi-Fi devices. Where'd it go? Here it is. I bought one of these. It's an EMF reader, and it was not cheap, let me tell you. But see, can you see that lighting up? It's flashing on the extreme side because I just plugged in the extender right there, the Wi-Fi extender. So, like, you have no idea how much radiation people are sitting in all the time. Your cell phone, bad news. So I try to keep the Wi-Fi extender off as much as possible, and I try to keep my cell phone, like, I don't set it on my lap anymore. I don't put it on my nuts or sleep. Yeah, it's bad news. I bought this. This is like $400. I bought it because I was geeked out by the 5G towers going all over. But what I realized is that I can stand right underneath a 5G tower, and there's less radiation than when I set it next to my cell phone. Yeah, it's kind of handy. Also, I guess Katie, my girlfriend, told me that this is what the ghost hunters use to try to find ghosts in places. So now I can open the paranormal investigation business I've always wanted to. You mean like Jarek from Yapping with Hannes? I don't know who you're referring to. I don't know who Jarek is or what Yapping with Hannes Peepo. No, that's a seance. Seances are where you like sit in a circle and summon someone. I'm talking about like Ghost Hunters, the show where they walk around and look for ghosts. One of the things they do, I guess, is check for EMF readings where there should be none. But if you live in a city, there fucking is no place where there are no EMFs. Like, this shit's always on moderate. I'm in Kansas City, which actually is, I think, was one of the first smart cities in the country. So at least downtown it is. But yeah, there's nowhere where this thing isn't reading moderate. Debate prep. No, I was just talking about like prepping, like doomsday preppers. Because there's a lot of, as you can see on the ticker, there's a lot of shit going on in the world right now, and it's going to escalate. Problem, reaction, solution. We got to have this problem escalate more so that they can react with the solution of taking over everything, really. The internet, travel. I mean, they've already rolled out vaccine passports, so that's done. And that's what Trump's wall is about. Trump has controlled opposition. Here's the play. You have Trump run on the wall, get everybody behind him who's, America, and build most of the wall, have Joe Biden come in, fuck things up, have the hero Donald Trump come back in, finish the wall, and now you're trapped inside. What's up, Millie Chips? What's the video that didn't get any views? So it's the last one. It's the last one I uploaded. I uploaded it this morning. And I don't remember what it's called. Something like proof that the news is scripted or something. And so my question is, did anybody see that? And I'm trying to figure out if it didn't get any views because people just aren't interested, or if it didn't get any views because it's an antagonistic topic and it's getting kind of suppressed. Bro. I think that Q is a psyop. I think Trump is a false. Trump is controlled opposition. I always had a healthy amount of apprehensions about Q and Trump, but I didn't know and I didn't display them. For the amount of information I had at that time, I figured, look, I don't know if this guy's real or not, but I got to support him, right? That's the only decision here for me. Well, turns out I do not believe he's real at all. And I got duped, but it happens. Yeah. I mean, I still can't say that it was the wrong decision. I mean, at the time, given the information on hand, it was still the right one to make. But there were certain tells, like trust the plan is not some that line was always itching the back of my brain. Who came up with it? Do they know who came up with it? I don't think they know. What happened to him? I haven't. Did his channel get booted or something? Yeah, I mean, that's correct. But it's kind of what we always had to do, right? Like the whole external savior, right? Somebody else is going to save us so that we don't have to take care of shit. Is such a mental trap for people. You've got it in religion, you've got it in politics, you've got it in Operation Bluebeam, which that's another thing I forgot that they're kind of gearing up for. I don't think anybody got rich off of Q. I mean, there was some kind of big YouTubers and shit, but yeah, I do have opinions on UFOs and aliens. I think that when whatever they come out with, right, I'm not going to believe it. I'm going to think it's at least the timing is intentional. Yeah, I don't buy it. The timing and how everything's playing out in the world right now, it's got to be bullshit. It's just another distraction. they're distracting people from the fact that there's a shitload of people dying from the Fauci ouchie, that the economy is absolutely collapsing, and that um, we are rapidly transitioning into a one world government. Hey, hey, hey. So yeah, whatever they come out with, it really doesn't matter to me. It's all distraction to me. Everything is totally corrupt. And what they're doing is they're antagonizing people on purpose. They want us to start feeling froggish so that we leap. And they have an excuse to crack down on domestic terrorists. Air quotes. I should probably avoid those words when I know that the AI is watching, but that's the excuse they want. But they'll probably do it regardless if they have an excuse or not. Like January 6th, they'll be the problem if there isn't one. But I mean, everything is so contrived to be antagonizing. You got Joe Biden, who's just absurdly embarrassing. Um, Critical race theory is blatant racism. What else are they doing? Just everything. Fucking Juneteenth. Nobody's ever heard of Juneteenth. This isn't the black community's holiday. This is absolutely an institutionally imposed holiday, and it's detracting from the 4th of July or the Declaration Proclamation. Whatever is in your head, it's probably one of those two, and it's kind of a slap in the face to the 4th, and to sort of the the things that are important to Americans, right? Jonathan Albright. No, I recognize the name. I don't know who that is. Yeah, 75 million voted for Trump, but I think that's 7 at least, well, 74 million, because I voted for him, 74,999,999 that need to realize that everybody's on the same side, and they're just putting on a performance to distract us. Critical race theory. It's so the core tenet is basically that white racism is the right question isn't is there racism, it's where is or what is the racism. So it's the philosophy or theory that racism is always present. You cannot get rid of it. And that it's institutionally present. And you know what? Here, let me just kind of botching it. It's really not that hard to explain. I'm just kind of not doing a good job right now. But they have all sorts of terrible fucking exercises that kids have to do in school. They have to admit their white guilt or their white privilege, and like the army or the military is having soldiers go on race walks where they segregate people, and it's just fucking crazy. I just want some bullet points. I don't want a whole article about this shit. Um, Critical race theory is Marxist class warfare, right? So one of the tenets of Marxism is class warfare. The bourgeoisie versus uh, whatever the other one is, the working class versus the upper class. And so what critical race theory is it's that ideology of class warfare repurposed to be race warfare. Um, but they're teaching it in all the schools. And so kids are learning this racist bullshit. Um, and it's one of the reasons why we're homeschooling my daughter this year. Let's see. Central tenets of CRT. The centrality of race and racism in society. Critical race theory asserts that racism is a permanent component of American life. The challenge to dominant ideology. CRT challenges the claim of neutrality, objectivity, colorblindness, and meritocracy in society. So basically, you have to be racist if you're white. If you're a minority, you have to be a victim of racism. The centrality of experiential knowledge. Critical race theory asserts that the experiential knowledge of people of color is accurate, legitimate, and an integral part of analyzing and understanding racial inequity. So yeah, it's quite racist against white people who are treated as all being racist, and there's the very serious collective guilt component where we're all guilty for the sins that our ancestors may or may not have committed. It also is very racist towards black people who it treats as perpetual victims who aren't capable of achieving anything through merit, and so deserve basically deserve handouts from white people because that's the only way they can achieve things because we're such dicks. It's incredibly toxic, and they're teaching it to kids. That's the fucked up thing. They're teaching it in schools, and parents aren't having it, and rightly so. It's not a good thing to teach racism to kids. All right, where was I at? I heard of Juneteenth last year, I think. Yeah, Ashbroad, I heard of Juneteenth last year too. But that and the what was it? The Oklahoma massacre? That thing that was all over the news. This is the first year I heard of that. When was that established? Juneteenth? They just established it as a national holiday. Yeah, hopefully the Trump people are waking up. Yes, they're all in it together. Yes, they're evil demons. CRT is literally and exactly racism. That's what it is. People are speaking up about it though. If you if you search in YouTube, there's all sorts of videos of parents flipping out at like board or school council meetings, and like there's a lot of shit popping off about it. Um, like I said, we homeschooled this year for the first time, and it wasn't because of critical race theory, but it certainly was in orbit. It was rolling around my brain. No, it's not. It's not explaining historical racism. Yeah, that's what liberals say, and it's bullshit. It's not. It's initiating racism and picking at. It's like rubbing salt in a wound or something. Um, it's forcing people to relive group trauma, basically. Really graceful is awesome. Yeah. Yeah, they're destroying the economy, and I talk about it sometimes on here. I don't know how much it interests people. Economics. I love economics. That's what I went to college for. Um, and that's very much how I sort of uh, the worldview the lens I see the world through is very economic. Yeah, the Republican senators are talking about things out of context, but that's because everybody's trying to uh, antagonize and bait the American people. That's what they're doing. Yeah, this isn't history. CRT isn't an examination of history. It's it's uh it's done in very bad faith. About critical race theory, I was reading it from here. I'll drop the link in the chat. I just searched critical race theory, and since all the websites weren't pulling up like a quick concise bullet list, I hit images, and that is the image I was reading from. Exactly, random name. Yep. Which is really, I think that the expectations of low standards is more insidious than like the overt anti-white component. Yeah, I know that they're trying to push mandatory vaccines. Uh, what's a big city in Russia? St. Petersburg, maybe? I think it's St. Petersburg is requiring mandatory vaccinations for everybody working in certain industries like hospitality and stuff. So there's that. Israel's got the green pass. Canada is rolling out their vaccine passport. I just saw Justin Trudeau, that little bitch, talking about it today. And yeah, we've got stores putting up those little signs that say if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask, which is it's just like, the slow boil. They're just turning it on to low and starting to heat up the water. But I'm throwing shit fits about it, like because if we get in front of it now, companies respond to enough pushback. So I've been like at Academy Sports. I was at Academy Sports. I complained to the manager inside, and then when I left, I complained to corporate, and they emailed me a 15% off coupon, but I haven't been back. I mean, I'll use it. I'm not actually gonna not use Academy Sports again, like I told them I was. They have way good prices on pew pew pew. on the poo food, the things that go in the poo poo. I've heard this out of quite a few black friends. It's a consistent theme. And normally it's in context of staying in line with whatever, what is black. I don't know if that's the same context you were referring to, but I'm not surprised. I've heard the same thing a lot of times. I've heard of the bombings. I'm talking about the what is it? The the Tulsa massacre is what I'd never heard of before this year. Like, I don't doubt that it's real. It just, all the interest in it this year and all the politicians recognizing it and all this and that and all the news articles about it. It's so disingenuous. It's shockingly disingenuous because nobody ever gave a fuck about it in the 33 years before now. Now all of a sudden it's a big deal to the politicians and the mainstream propaganda because they're trying to antagonize people. It's I don't believe the Republican senators. I was referencing the narrative going on to show that they're just trying to antagonize people. That's what it is. That's what the narrative is. It's antagonistic and intentionally so. They're baiting people. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good looking out. I'm glad you reminded me. I'm going to search this right now before I forget. And you know what? The little Vax cards, there's pictures of them all over the internet and they're just cardboard. I can't be the only one who made fake IDs in high school. This is way easier. Good night, Millie Chips, if you're still here. Who are you referring to? Expand on that thought. Yes. Except he's not the one I'm thinking about, because I just had this conversation recently with a friend, and he's not in Oreo, so he didn't get called that. But yeah, certainly the other thing. I mean, I recommend people do. Certainly don't get it because you want to, I don't know, go to the Nickelback concert or whatever. All these concerts are forcing people to show proof of the shot, and it's outrageous. Foo Fighters just did it. They're getting some backlash. Fuck them. Dave Grohl is such a shill for the man. I used to think Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain, but I think Dave Grohl might have killed him, because really, who benefited more from that? Courtney Love or Dave Grohl? Dave did. He went from being the drummer in Kurt's band to being the fucking man in his own band. Absolutely, they do. Life is too comfortable. Has been too comfortable for a lot of people, especially like my generation and younger, my age and younger, and older to an extent. But well, fuck, nobody's more spoiled than the boomers. To be completely honest. Yeah, well, they've got such a pessimistic outlook on everything, right? Like the MGTOW crowd is such a perfect example of that mindset gone to the extreme. I saw Nickelback. I went to a Nickelback concert when my ex-wife really likes them, and so when I don't know if we were dating still. Anyways, I got tickets for her birthday, and it was actually a really good live show. They were really good. Kind of embarrassed to say that, but it was a good show. But it's about to get less comfortable for a lot of people. Thus the title of this video. Leia, are you prepping? Do you have preps for when the supply chain collapses and you can't get food? Don't fucking judge me. All right, you can judge me a little bit. No, I mean, well, also golden shit, but that's not really a prep. Like that's not a survival prep. That's an inflation hedge. So, well, yeah, I do. So I do recommend having silver or gold. But I was asking about like canned food, bottled water, a generator, things like that. Have I seen Vouch? Vouch, Vouch, Vouch. Vouch. Nope. I have not seen Vouch. Thank you for asking. Farming is going well. We're moving into a new house in August, beginning of August. Already signed the lease and put down the deposit and stuff. Right now we're living in a duplex in the city. The suburb, like the good part of Kansas City. But we're moving to a house that's about 15 minutes from here. It's just a little bit outside of town. Much bigger house. It's got a big old lot. So the bucket farm will be a lot better there. Right now, and I'll upload like a little short of the bucket farm now. It's grown, and I'm running out of space. I need to put some of these fuckers in the ground because I got too much stuff going on. The whole side of the house is lined with buckets, and then the whole back patio is full of buckets. And I live in, like I said, kind of the rich suburb of Kansas City. I'm surprised that they're putting up with my shit because I got a letter from the city when I was leaving the dumpster in front of the house, like outside the garage door. Nope, you got to have it out of sight from the street. So I'm surprised that they let me get away with just having fucking buckets everywhere. But there's no rule in the books about buckets, apparently. I hate cringy philosophical. It's like mental masturbation. Right on, right on. Um, you should get some some of those 5 gallon bottles and fill them up with water and just. I found some chick online or on Facebook Marketplace who was selling those things. They're normally like $8 a piece, and she was selling them for $1 a piece, like a fuckload of them. So I've got probably 20 of those in the other room, like just completely full of water and shoved underneath the desk. I'm ready for this shit. With all the cyber attacks we've been having, like they're gonna hit here sooner or later. They're gonna just keep going. They need an excuse for a lot of things, and that's the perfect one. Also, on the generator note, if anybody needs a generator, Sam's Club, I just ordered one too, has a great deal on, what is it, 5300. Yeah, I think 5300 generator dual fuel, so it can use propane or gasoline, and it's like after tax and free shipping is like less than $500, barely less, but it's less. So that's a pretty damn good deal for that. Guns are cool. I recommend it. They're not complicated, really, at all. I might check them out. I don't know. Sounds annoying. You live around here, or you just want a road trip? What did I say? I don't remember what I said. What gentleman's club? I haven't been to one of those in like a month. Through the whole shutdown, this there's a strip club that me and some friends go to sometimes. Just kind of do guys' night out and have some drinks and stuff. And it's is the only place that was open the entire lockdown. No mask, no lockdown, certainly no social distancing. It was like the only thing in town completely unaffected. So I don't know who the fuck owns that thing, but they're tied in because they were exempt. Oh yeah, Nebraska. I remember. I'll forget it again though right after this. I'm not gonna lie. My memory's shit. But I spent a lot of money and I had a good time to get my memory this shitty. Yeah, in a month. It's been like a month. But what gentleman's club were you referring to? Because I doubt that it was the one that I went to. Oh, that one. Um, well, They're fine. Probably not going to talk about them a lot right now for obvious reasons. By the way, that club is where I know the guy from, the friend I was referring to a little bit ago, who's black and he gets grief from other black people. That's where I know him from. So now you got a little bit more context for that. Dylan Burns. Dylan Burns. I don't know who this is. Let me see this. The first video that pops up is called "Debating Fascist on Gay Representation in Media Goes Off the Rails." I don't know. I don't have any. I'm kind of tired of arguing with woke people about woke shit. Like, they're just wrong. Like, a third of them are confused and lost, and the other 2/3 are weaponizing their own malice, right? Like, they're carrying around this anger and hate, but they're too pussy to just express it like as their own. So they repackage it into a movement like this and use it as a escape valve for that anger. That was the problem with the mask thing too, is you had these mask mandates and all of a sudden every fucking passive aggressive ankle biting little sociopath who's too timid to ever cause any problems, now all of a sudden they had official permission, they had a license to be a bitch. Yeah, nice. Well, woke can be used in two opposite ways. Like, I'm pretty woke in the red pill sort of way, but I'm not woke in the CRT equity demanding, rioting, BLMing, Antifaing. I'm not that sort of woke. I don't think George Floyd is a saint. He's a fucking douchebag who robbed a pregnant woman at gunpoint. And yeah, anybody who acts like they give a fuck about George Floyd doesn't give a fuck about George Floyd. They give a fuck about whatever part of that whole movement they feel strongly about, whether it's anti-cop, which I'm no fan of cops at all. One of the most frustrating things about this last year and a half is that I've kind of been forced onto the same side as the cops a lot of the times, and I really don't like cops. I don't like being put in that position where it's like, God, I kind of support the cops more than the people opposite the cops, but I got what you meant by mingling. You meant it in the very straightforward way, right? Not the sexual way. Just because I'm a Scorpio doesn't mean everything's sex to me. I basically support a policed state. I most certainly do not. Well, were they part of the group? I've got Aries moon and Aries rising. Oh yeah, they're dickheads. They were texting the group, really? That's weird. Oh, you were not you were on the opposite side. So you were mingling like clashing. Siri does suck. You should get rid of Siri. And Alexa. For sure, Alexa. So you are woke then. All right. I'll look it up. I uninstalled Facebook. I got thrown in Facebook jail again for a week, and I'm out now. But while I was in there, I was like, you know what? Fuck this app. Yeah, I mean they won't debate topics. They'll make accusations. Really. Um, I don't know. So, somebody I don't know who said the quote, and I don't remember how it was said, but something to the extent. There's a really good quote by somebody, and the gist of it is that you won't ever get sincerity out of an insincere person, and that's sort of how I view these debates. Well, yeah, I looked up. I've got Jonathan Albright in my search right now in the browser on my phone. I have to be. Oh, you have to debate the topics with me. Um, what about this? Oh, you have debated the topics with me. Well, you're still welcome to debate them again. Remember the bad memory thing? Yeah, that's yeah, to this StreamYard. You're welcome to come in and fight me. Pow pow. I heard some shit was popping off in Seattle last night. Speaking of, oh yeah, we've never mind. I remember now. We've debated a lot. Okay, so to be completely honest, I just realized who you are. I can't see your profile picture in the little tiny circle, and you changed your name. So I was sort of just yeah. Okay, yeah, we have debated a lot. You're still welcome to come in and fight me, but yeah, I just figured out what's going on. I was faking it the whole time. And that's an open invite. Anyone's welcome to jump in. There's no agenda to this stream. I had nothing planned. I was actually fucking around with the green screen behind me, and I'm trying to get it to like work right for the lighting to work right, and it just isn't panning out. And I got pissed off and just was like, fuck it, just doing a stream. One sec. One sec. Wonder what the crypto market is doing right now. Probably still dropping. Yeah, I know. Well, what I did is I actually moved it up and put the light behind it, and it was much better, right? But I don't have enough space back there to get the light spread wide enough. So what I really need to do is I need to form like a foil bowl. I need to aim the light. I need to put the light, move it back forward, put the light behind it, aiming that way, and have it reflect out of the foil so that it splashes on a wider angle. There's only so much time in the day. I've never even seen a formal debate. I was too chattish for that shit. Maybe I'd like it. I like arguing some things, but I don't like formal structure very much. Hold on. TE is gay. TE is gay. YTE when you can SE. I mean, yeah, you're kind of right. You can do your SE and make it look like TE. Am I right? Gosh, it's taking forever. Forever. Okay, let's see what crypto's doing. And then we should probably check metals. Oh, it's the weekend though. Metal markets wouldn't have moved. Yeah, crypto's just kind of blip, dropping. But you know what? I only do XRP, and I expect it to take 2 years before it's really what I think it will be, anyways. So I'm just sitting on those, and I plan to. I'm cool with the ups and downs. I'm cool with it. Let's see what metals are doing, or where they closed at. Yeah. Well, something that Eric does with debate that I very strongly disagree with is he treats the debate as reality, right? So whoever wins a debate, that side is the right side in his mind. But a debate is just a proxy for reality. So you can win a debate, but still not be right. But he doesn't see that separation or the proxy component. He just treats the debate like the debate, and the strongest side will come out. And I can tell you for sure that's not true because, well, everybody knows why. Because some people are just more articulate than others. My least favorite debates, the ones I have the least interest in of all of them, are the atheist versus theist one. I don't know if you know. I kind of just by chance, I sort of fell into the YouTube atheist community a little bit, and I'm not an atheist. Um, I'm 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 not identified. I'm an unidentified um, object, but I don't identify as atheist. But I did get to know a bunch of them and went on a bunch of their streams and stuff, and still do on one or two of them every now and then. But the atheist community is really into arguing with Christians, and I don't see. I have no desire to watch not 1 second of that debate because nobody can win. Both sides are arguing from a position of faith about something that cannot be proven nor disproven. It's the most absurd thing for an atheist and a Christian to argue. Like, I can sort of see why, a Christian would want to convince an atheist about God to save their soul, and how an atheist would want to convince a Christian or or any religious person to stop being religious if they see religion as a toxic structure on humanity. But God, what a fucking hamster wheel of a debate. I agree. It's a good skill to exercise your thinking. It's a bad way to settle things in my mind. Yeah. Wait. People think, what up? People think is that the like you as in me, Taylor, or is that you as in like the royal you? I had no idea who you were the whole time we were talking.
What, me?
Yeah.
Really?
I can't. Yeah. Well, you changed your name, and I couldn't see your little profile picture because it's just a little circle over there. So I was faking it the whole time. I totally remember our arguments.
You do remember our arguments or no?
Yeah, I do. I remember all of our. Yeah. Once I figured out who you were, I remember what we were talking about.
Okay. Yeah, I changed my Google name, so I spell it the French way on the internet. Well, besides Facebook.
I would change my Google name if I thought that it would matter at all, but I'm so established on this account as Taylor that.
Yeah, this is kind of my throwaway account, sort of. So I don't
not
really
anymore.
care
It's
as
not.
much.
You're found out.
Yeah, right.
So
that's why I could throw it away. Sorry, go ahead.
You should get Proton Mail and Telegram.
I have Signal and I've got a fake account on Telegram.
Is Signal good?
Signal's better than Telegram. For one, you don't. I mean, we're pretty good about not getting infiltrated, for one.
Is it just like Telegram? Because I actually like Telegram for the channels, where you can find videos and shit.
I mean, yeah, but it might as well just be Discord. I like that they have a better functionality or a better user interface, but I think as far as encryption goes, Signal's better. And you can hide. It has a way of keeping your identity safer. Like you can choose a fake name and keep your number. But I've also opted to use a Google Voice number. There's one hack that I'm willing to share with you.
I have
a Google Voice number.
I have a whole de-Googled phone.
Yeah, did you say you de-Googled phone? What?
I have my normal phone, and I have a de-Googled one. So there's no Google login, no Google apps. It's It's an anonymous phone. As long as you don't log into things, right? Like you can't.
Yeah, you don't want to like save your passwords and shit on there.
Right, but the guy bought it from when I bought it. It arrived. It's already got a bunch of open source anonymous non Google apps installed that are replacements.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like an interesting evening. It's not really. Mine hasn't been. Has yours been?
Mine?
Yep.
Okay. It's I've been kind of a recluse lately. But it's all right.
Is it hot as shit there too?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking humid. I did a
It,
couple of things for Juneteenth, but I wasn't out for very long.
all right. So, what's your opinion on Juneteenth?
My opinion on Juneteenth? Where do I start? I mean, it's as a federal holiday, I mean, I guess it doesn't really affect me personally. I mean, if anything, like we get it, we just get an extra fucking holiday. Nobody from the left has said anything about it replacing Independence Day. I don't know where you guys are getting that from. Nobody.
I'm not. Well, it's. I mean,
If
you
anything, you
really.
get an extra fucking Independence Day. I don't know why the fuck you're complaining about it.
I'm complaining about the narrative and the intention. Like the narrative was right there with it, right? The point of Juneteenth is to have the opposing narrative with it. They're just trying to antagonize everybody.
So, I mean, Juneteenth is a federal holiday. I don't think that was. I don't know, like, if it was necessarily Biden or whoever.
Whoever's driving his hologram.
Whoever like initially brought up the ideas is what I mean. I mean, so I've follow different accounts and I've heard opinions from Black people. I'll just cite one saying that, some of them are actually and I say some, not, but yeah, one actually said that, they're not all that happy with it being a federal holiday because, and I kind of have this same thinking too. It makes sense that, Juneteenth will kind of now become infiltrated by, capitalism and become whitewashed. Kind of like how, you think of the LGBTQ Pride Month, how all the
I was
businesses put up the
just thinking
Pride
about
Month.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, there are people, especially Black people, that have that sentiment that, like, okay, now it's going to be commercialized and all of that, sort of like, all the other holidays, and some of its meaning will be washed out. I think that, you kind of get that with commercialism and capitalism and such. I kind of agree, but like I said, it's not really up for me to obviously complain or whatever about it. But I don't really, as a federal holiday, it was already a holiday, in the smaller communities, especially the communities, Black communities. Obviously, it's their holiday mainly. I don't really give a shit whether it's a federal holiday or not. Me
I mean, when
personally.
was the first time you ever heard of it?
I mean, I've heard of it long before now. I can't really
Last
cite
year?
before. No, not last year. I know it's before last year, but
You
just
heard of
kind
it
of
before last
vaguely in
year?
passing. But also, I'm a white person. It wouldn't affect me or concern me to hear about it. And also, our
Well, I assume that you know
education.
Black people. I know plenty of black. I know a
Right.
lot. I would
But
expect
I'm
to have
sure like
heard
that's
about it.
among their community more so that they celebrate it amongst, their communities because that, means
I
more
mean,
to them.
I still don't see the communities as separated by race nearly that much.
Well,
I
I
spent a
mean, if
lot
you
of
see a
time.
community went through one thing that you
Well, I get it.
didn't,
But,
if
well,
you just think about it that way,
what is it? Well, if you think about it that way, none of us have gone through being liberated from slavery. Um,
not us two. I guess like not from
not
this
in,
generation, but like that would be passed down. I'm sure those stories would be passed down through their family ties if you think about it that way. I'm sure those stories are passed along. Their families,
I
especially
don't
the
think
ones.
they are.
Well, I mean, until you get actual, I don't know, some sort of evidence.
Is there any black people in the audience in the chat? Need a deal breaker or a tiebreaker?
Oh my gosh. Anyway, its validity is not really impacted by whether or not it's a federal fucking holiday.
Um,
Or at least at its core.
Its credibility is the credibility of anything is partially dependent upon who's driving it and why. And from where I'm sitting, it looks like this is something that white Democrats are driving, really.
If you like making it a federal, as far as making it a federal holiday, yes.
As
far as
making it
no.
as far as making it a big deal in general, as far as putting it all over the newspapers last year and now this year making it a federal holiday, never ever ever. And I've been watching politics. Like you're right. I'm not black, so maybe I missed it, but I have been watching politics for a while, and this is the first time anybody's give a fuck. Well, last year's the first time. So the institutional support is what I'm suspicious of. Not
okay, as far as actually like the institutional support, yes. Okay,
mm-hmm.
I can jive
right.
with that.
Yeah, I'm not saying that
fair.
that black people shouldn't have a holiday or not. You know, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the institutional support is making me real suspicious.
Okay. I thought you were talking about it just its existence as a whole. Okay. Yeah, no, the institutional support, I have mixed feelings on that too. In a way, it's like, okay, yeah. And this is me speaking as, again, someone who's not affected by it, ultimately. But I can kind of see some suspicion and some, taking something that has that kind of significance and basically watering it down by making it a federal holiday, because I mean anything commercialized ends up getting watered down, at least the way that I see, in my opinion. You think about Christmas and how that's technically a Christian holiday, right? But it's kind of blown up, and like people make a big deal about it being a holiday, but if you think about it, it's a very just commercialized holiday that's driven by, oh, you buy gifts, you buy people presents, and it's like, what do you actually do?
It's the consumerism.
Exactly, consumerism. Yeah. Anything that
which is what all the holidays are. That's what all the holidays
are. And so that's why I personally feel that like any fucking thing that becomes a holiday is going to be watered down and whitewashed and all of that into a consumerist fucking joke, you know?
Yeah. The I guess there's they're all consumerism except one's got a gluttony ring or one's got the satanic angle.
One's got a satanic what?
Halloween, satanic as shit.
I guess Halloween is I mean technically Halloween's pagan, but whatever. Halloween's my favorite federal holiday.
I know. I like. It's not a federal holiday, is it? It's not.
Oh, it's not. That's I guess. No,
I know. I like Halloween. Everybody likes Halloween. It's awesome, but there's no doubt it's satanic.
I don't. I don't know. I am
in a way, everything's pagan in a sense, right? But
technically, Christmas is pagan. They just kind of slapped a new name on it.
And Easter and all of them are very pagan in their practices, but Halloween is a big day in the satanic whatever.
Are you talking Levian Satanism? Is that, I don't know if I'm remembering his name right. Levian, or like the actual like occult pagan Satanism.
Yeah. Church of Satan shit.
Churches. Oh, well, I mean that. There's like pagan Satanism where they're actually worshiping, I guess, the god, quote unquote, god Satan, and then there's I think Levianism. I might be saying the name
Um,
wrong, but the Church of Satan is actually they use Satan more as a
it's like
cerebral concept. It's more atheist than anything or non-theist.
right.
They don't
It's
actually.
like self. It's like I'm God. Right. It's about
Yeah,
yourself. Yeah. Which actually, if you think about it, is really the most satanic thing because Satan wanted to be God. So I don't know. It's interesting. But no, I was thinking more about I guess I don't know what it is specifically, but like the fucking Masonic child abusing satanic motherfuckers.
I don't know too much about that, so I can't really speak an opinion on it. Um,
You've never sacrificed anybody to
no,
Baal. Ball's
no,
probably pissed with you.
I don't worship any gods.
That's
So,
why he's pissed.
well, what do you worship any gods, Taylor?
Mm-mm.
Well, I guess he's pissed with you too. I guess we're gonna go. Would we go to hell since he's pissed? Do you think he'd want us in hell? I don't know.
I probably think he would, but for all the wrong reasons.
Well, hopefully I'll see you there, or maybe not, because he'll want to separate us.
Yeah. Hell is solitary confinement.
Probably, yeah.
Anton LaVey seemed very depressed and bored towards the end of his life. Anton LaVey seemed
Anton LaVey, yes, yeah.
he seemed very cringy to me. I don't know. I didn't take them seriously at all until like kind of a little later in life. It just seems so edgelord and cringy.
What do you mean by take them seriously?
Like I just thought that the whole thing was fucking silly as shit. It was like a big spoof, but they'd take themselves seriously.
Yeah, yeah. I don't take any religion seriously or anything that calls itself a religion.
Yeah, I mean, and really the Catholic Church is who's truly satanic.
I can agree with that as someone who went to Catholic school.
I did too.
You
Jesuit
did?
school. I went to a Jesuit high school.
Nice. I know a bunch of people who went to a Jesuit high school, but it was an all-boys school. I went to a all-girls Catholic high schools founded by the Sisters of Mercy, I guess. Funny enough, and sort of ironically, there's a goth band named the Sisters of Mercy.
Sisters of Mercy.
Yeah, so I guess I can't technically say it's a Jesuit school, but I think they were linked to the Jesuits, maybe. I'm not sure. But it was a bunch of nuns, basically. Yeah, no, the Jesuits were monks, right? Catholic
Uh,
monks or
no, well, they're
priests.
priests. It's like a military order of priests.
A
It's
military order of
just
priests.
yeah, yeah. Look
Talk
it up.
about
No,
talk
I know.
about Christian
Uh,
theological fascism at its
look, look
finest.
at look at it. Hold on, you're not gonna believe this shit. I'm gonna pull up the Jesuit oath. It's fucking wild.
Dude, this brings back memories when I was in junior high, and I remember hanging out with someone from the Jesuit high school. Or no, junior high or high school. I don't remember. My memory is fucked too. And I'm only 26. But anyway, I had this sort of flashback not too long ago that I was sitting in the cafeteria, or not in the cafeteria, but I was sitting with this person like outside of school hours, obviously, because we went to single sex schools. And I can't remember what exactly we were talking about, but long story short, he just randomly he turns and he says to me, "Oh, I'm a neo-Nazi." Like just it's no big deal. Yeah, I kid you not. I kid you not. And I just remember hearing Nazi at the time, and I'm thinking, wait, are you talking about like the Nazis like in Germany from World War II? He's like, well, that's why we're called neo-Nazis. I'm like, and I think he was talking about a video game or something, and I thought he was kidding. And I thought he was kidding. And
I
granted,
would
we were
too.
teenagers, and I'm just thinking, okay, he can't be serious, right? Like maybe he's just talking about some player role that he plays in a video game, one of his video games. But see, also the thing is that like the alt-right apparently really likes to infiltrate gamer sites. So, I
And
think
wait,
he
am
was
I part
on
of the
those a
alt? Am I
lot.
part of the alt right?
Technically, no, but I
Okay,
think I don't know.
I
If we're
kick it with them.
going by
Yeah,
like
we don't need to
anti
go too. Yeah, go ahead.
defamation league definitions, I think you guys
Oh
are
yeah,
considered quote unquote
they're
alt light or some shit. I don't know.
yeah
But
they're
you're
uh
like getting
they're a
there.
peach.
Yeah.
Um, but check out this oath. I furthermore promise and declare that I will, when opportunity present,
Make
make
wage relentless war.
secretly or openly against all heretics, Protestants, and liberals, as I am directed to
This is what
do.
you were fucking saying in school?
No, I didn't even. This is what the Jesuit priests. This is the oath part of the oath that they have to
Oh.
take to become a priest. So I never even saw this until after I was graduated. I had no idea when I was in high school that these guys were like crazy evil fucks.
That I will
Now I
hang,
know.
waste, boil, flay, strangle, and bake. What? I will never trust a Jesuit priest ever again. I mean,
Well,
I don't trust priests at all anymore anyway, but I mean, oh my god. If I ever meet a Jesuit priest ever again, I'm gonna run
the Pope is a Jesuit.
away
This is
as
the
far
first
as I
Jesuit Pope we've ever
can.
had.
Oh fuck. Well, good thing I'm not Catholic anymore. Because luckily that doesn't affect me. Hopefully.
Yeah, well,
Won't affect me as long as the white evangelical Christians don't try to, take over and abolish the separation of church and state, which they're kind of trying to do. The Christian nationalists, basically.
is that a thing?
It is a thing. I found out about it. I mean, I guess sometime in this last year, in the last several months, I found out that was a thing. Yeah, Christian nationalism. Have you heard of Lauren Shen? Lauren Shen, I think that's how you say her name.
Uh-uh.
Oh, she's pretty famous on the right wing. Like she's a YouTuber. She used to go by Roaming Millennial back in the day. Anyway, yeah, no.
I'm not a very good right winger. Like, yeah, I've kind of got one foot out of the grave there because I don't like cops. I don't like it.
I mean,
Truly,
basically, yeah.
I'm an anarchist. I want like real anarchy, not black bloc, commie kid anarchy.
You should talk to Kimani. Kimani knows about.
I don't know who that is.
He's in WSS. He frequents the forums a lot. I can't believe you haven't heard of him by now.
I haven't been on Facebook a lot lately.
I guess that's fair. But I mean, even before, you're probably not on Facebook a lot in general. God, I hope he doesn't mind that I totally spilled his name just now. He is Gamma, and they're weird about that. But...
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Everybody's probably going to look him up.
But no, he has specific sort of philosophies.
About
well,
anarchy?
I didn't say his last name, though. Yes, I didn't say his last name, though, at least. Yeah, that oath that's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, and I mean, if you are familiar with the Canadian Aborigines and the American Indians and like just basically every place on Earth that's been colonized, the first people in are the missionaries, the Catholic missionaries, and they just like they make good on that promise. They just fucking decimate people.
I was actually reading in some history text that I was arguing with somebody about the ending of or basically the transatlantic slave trade and how it started, how it ended.
Um, what are you reading about it?
Oh, sorry, I was reading this person's comment about the
Uh,
police oath and the doctor oath.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that
You know,
actually does make sense because they
I was
both do
talking to
harm and they're not supposed to.
a doctor the other day, and they don't even take an oath.
They don't do the
They don't do the
Hippocratic oath.
Nope.
Dude, I got arrested at a protest a few weeks ago, and our police department didn't even read me my Miranda rights.
They don't normally. I've been read my rights less than half the times I've been arrested.
Yeah, my
I don't
other
know if I've
people have
ever
told
been read
me
my rights. Now that I think about it,
I'm a noob to all of this. So, I mean, I'm just a small white girl. I grew up being a goody two shoes most of my life. This was my first time being arrested. But yeah, no,
was
they
it
didn't read me
fun?
my Miranda rights. Oh yeah, totally. You got pushed back in the back of a police car. Um,
How long were you in jail for?
I wasn't in jail for that long. 6 hours. I know,
Did they
right?
change you out or just sit you in a
They
holding cell?
almost did. They almost did. I
Oh.
got bailed out right before they were about to. They tried to make me take out all of my piercings, and dude, I've got a bunch of piercings. Like, I've got a few body ones, and I've got several in my ears, and a couple. Well, I think the only facial one I have is my Monroe. But they tried to make me take all that out, and I'm like, they offered me the option I can take them out, or they said that they'd cut them out. I thought I could have swore that's what they said. I could have swore that's what they said. And I'm like, well, whatever. Do what you want to do. I don't give a shit. I can't take them out. And they're like, okay, well, if you have to spend the night, we'll just have someone from medical take them out. I'm like, okay. So they made me fucking stand there and waste my time trying to take them out for no. Of course they do that though.
Yeah, they're a pain in the ass.
I think they did that on purpose.
It
They must
depends on
have.
the jailer you get though. Some of the people are chill and some of them are dickheads.
None of them, they were all dickheads, at least the ones that we got that night.
And yeah, and the booking, yeah, it's just all. I've never
The
been ridden my
booking was
rights.
a
Now that I think
pain in
about
the
it,
ass. Yeah, yeah.
did you get strip searched? Because I've only been strip searched once.
Is that where they pat you down or no?
No, that's where you get straight ass naked and like bend over and cough and do the whole thing.
Oh, I did not do that, actually. I did not have to do that.
Well, wait, give it a few more go rounds. They'll get you sooner or later.
Do they do that if you have committed certain crimes, or is that like if they suspect that you've got something on you? They went through my purse.
It's part of a booking in process, depending on who you get, right? So like they're searching you before you go into general pop to make sure you're not bringing in something you shouldn't have.
They did.
But the
I
only
mean, they did search my purse a few times. They patted me down, and so maybe it was because they couldn't find anything after the 3 or 4 or 5 times that they went through my purse.
the first time I got arrested, I was 15, and I was drunk. I had a fake ID. And they were trying to figure out how I got the booze and shit. They went through my wallet a bunch of times. I'd slipped it in my shoe, and when they put you in a jail cell, they say you can take out your shoelaces or you can leave your shoes outside the cell, so you don't hang yourself with your shoelaces. And I, didn't want to draw attention to my shoes, so I just slipped them off nonchalantly and left them outside all night long with my fake ID laying straight in the bottom of those shoes. Man, that was so clutch.
Oh man,
they never found it. I used that motherfucker for 5 more years. If you have cocaine up your butt, that is your business. And you know what?
You probably shouldn't be talking about this on a public live forum. I'm just saying.
You probably shouldn't be snorting anything that's been up somebody's butt.
I've never done that, but not that I admit to it on here anyway.
What, doing booty hole coke?
Yeah.
Don't lie.
I'm not going to say anything on here. I'm pleading the fifth on your live stream, Taylor.
You don't have rights here.
Well, we're under a bigger regime, so
You think you got rights in Google?
No, but dude, the people are fucking watching us, and I'm not gonna give them anything that they can use against me.
Well, you've already shown up to protests in person, as have I. We're both already on the radar.
Yeah.
And I'm a registered offender, so.
Well, you're further down the line than me.
Yeah.
The worst charge that I got is a first class misdemeanor. So.
First class.
Obstructing a peace officer.
Were you obstructing, or were they just being assholes?
They were just being assholes. The only thing, I never put my hands on anybody. The only thing that I could think of that fell under that umbrella was that I was recording, but I wasn't.
That's absolutely legal.
Yeah. So I don't know why. I got like 3 other charges too, but I don't know what they considered that to be.
Did those disappear?
So
what happened to the other charges? Did they disappear?
I had my arraignment, and basically they gave me a deal. I think they dropped like 2 of them and said that I could pay $200 and be done with it. But I'm going to hire it. I pled not guilty. I'm going to hire a lawyer. So.
Oh, don't do that. Not for a $200 fine. I mean, you can.
I know it's just the principle. It's not
just plead. Look, if you're pleading not guilty, just go and fight it yourself. That's what I might still have an open trespassing case.
Oh yeah, one of my charges was trespassing too.
Right. Yeah. So me and 2 buddies, the cops saw us. We were in the parking lot of a hotel or of an apartment complex, and they just pulled up and wanted to search us and said that we were trespassing in the parking lot of the hotel or of the apartment, which is absurd.
We were in the parking lot of maybe I shouldn't give too much details on here, but I mean it was already public. Fuck it. We were in the parking lot of the police union. I don't know, community center or whatever. The police station that was in West Omaha, which here in Nebraska, West Omaha is considered like a rich whitey town. And then, so yeah, it was the police station. Yeah, it was the police station.
Wonder Bread motherfuckers.
It was the police station across from their police union, whatever community center, I guess. Yeah.
The police community center?
Like they got a police union. I don't know if every...
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's called a gang everywhere else.
Yeah, I believe it. They basically are. I mean, they're basically the
They are a gang.
Yeah.
They're a gang for sure. I mean, I'm still convinced to this day that I got raided. I mean, my raid was a robbery. They raided me because they wanted my gun collection, which they got. You know, I forfeited it in the plea deal, but I was looking at 15 years. So it was definitely worth the trade-off.
Yeah. Yeah. But I figured, I'm going to fight it because, I mean, they're bogus charges. I didn't really even actually do anything.
You can fight it without wasting the money on a lawyer. Because the lawyer's probably better friends with the judge and the prosecutor than he is with giving a fuck about you
Actually,
anyway.
no, I found a good one. I think I trust this one.
Well, I think, all right, do what you want, but I think that you're better off saving your money and fighting it yourself. And if you lose, then whatever, you're out to $200, maybe 300, because losing is always worse than a plea deal, but it's still not a big deal. It's not worth the thousands of dollars it's going to cost you to get an attorney. Tiberius, that's StreamYard doesn't have a dial-in number like Zoom. You gotta join through that link if you want to come up.
Does somebody want to join us?
Tiberius wants to join us.
Jack should join us sometime. I think Jack hates me now.
Jack is welcome to join us anytime. Why does Jack hate you? Jack doesn't hate anybody.
I know, but I don't think he's too happy with. You should message him. I'm sure he's awake. It should be London time right now. Message him. You message him. He's not going to respond to me, but you should like Facebook message him or something.
All right, I'll tell anyone to come in.
I want him to come in. Giancarlo's here. Giancarlo, go bug Jack. I'm so glad you're here.
Shoot him a DM. All right. The crowd's spoken.
Hey, we're on his time now.
We are.
I'm a fucking night owl, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm on that unemployment time.
I'm on. I mean, technically it's Sunday, so I don't have work. So
I mean, you should get fired because unemployment is popping off right now.
Nebraska sucks when it comes to unemployment. I have no idea what. You're in Kansas, right? Are you in Missouri?
No, I'm in Kansas.
Okay. I don't know what Kansas is like as far as unemployment. I actually got denied unemployment.
Oh, I qualify for the max.
I don't even know what that. I never heard of that. That must be a thing that Nebraska does not have.
Well, I mean, Nebraska would have it the same way. Like it's a sliding scale because unemployment is based off. You pay into unemployment automatically out of your withholdings. And and I've worked since I was 14, so I've paid a lot into the system, and I've never drawn on it until now. So yeah, Kansas is good. We didn't reject the extra federal money because we've got a blue governor.
Yeah, we've got a red governor, so yeah. There you go.
Fucking Republicans, fucking conservatives.
I'm just saying they make that shit harder. They do.
Yeah, but you know what? If we could undo this, they also, how do I phrase this? The spending policies is what's fucked up the economy. That's why we're going to have hyperinflation.
Right.
It's a double-edged sword. I would for sure rather have an unfucked economy and work and not have employment insurance.
I mean, a bunch of the Republican presidents were the ones who, most of the presidents in some way or another like contributed to the debt. But I mean, you've got, for one, health insurance, I believe used to be, well, we didn't used to need health insurance because medications, pharmaceuticals weren't priced out of the market. Basically, the FDA doesn't negotiate with the third-party payers, and the third-party payers, at least half the time, don't want to pay for these new medications that are coming out because they're always so expensive. I could go on a whole rant on this. I used to work in a pharmacy. I don't remember if I told you that or not.
Oh yeah, you did. I forgot about it.
Yeah, but I mean, no, so our healthcare system is kind of, I don't want to say it's necessarily the most fucked, but I mean, as far as...
It's the most fucked industry. Yeah,
I'm glad you said it. I don't disagree. I was trying to be nice and mild about it, but I don't disagree with you, Taylor. It's pretty fucked. Our country is the only country that our FDA does not negotiate with its third-party payers, or the pharmaceutical manufacturers. The pharmaceutical manufacturers don't negotiate
I
their
mean,
prices with the
not only that,
FDA.
the worst part is that it's a lockstep. It doesn't help people. It makes people worse.
Yeah, I agree. It makes, you got someone who has cancer or diabetes. I can't tell you how many people pay an arm and a leg just so they don't lose an arm and a leg. Like, insulin is expensive. If something happens, they misplace their insulin or something, they're forfeiting hundreds, if not thousands of dollars just to buy a new vial because their insurance won't pay for it unless they're due for another refill. It's fucking bullshit. And it's sad, to say the
Yeah.
least. That's just one example. I have plenty, but I don't think, either of us have time for, well, I don't know. I don't know how much time you have. I don't know if you want to listen to it though.
Um. I don't know if I want to either because I don't know if it's good or if it's stupid.
Have
That's your
what I
call.
have told you so far is
Yeah.
stupid? Because it's just
No.
expanding on your point.
Yeah. No. We're on the same page. We're on the same page. It's absolutely one of the most fucked up industries, and and so is banking, which it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
We both went to Catholic high schools in the Midwest, and then
Mm-hmm.
had respectable jobs, and then realized that they were crooked as fuck and left to go be rabble
Mm-hmm.
rousers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
um. Huh. That's fun.
That that is kind of funny, actually. Did you ever hear back?
From who? Oh, Jack. I just sent the message because I can't type and think and talk at the same time. But yeah, I fired it off. Um.
Okay.
Oh, I'm muted, so I guess. He has not seen it yet. Last active 6 hours ago. So I don't know that anybody should get their hopes up.
I was just wondering.
Everybody's missing Jack, it seems like.
I mean, he's not really around all that much.
And is he still making videos? I haven't seen anything new out of him in a minute.
A few months ago, he did a couple of interviews, but he hasn't, as far as content, he hasn't really been making much content. I think because he's been so, my understanding, he's been busy with work, but I mean, I don't know that much about his life.
Fired, right. It does imply. When you're fired, if you're fired with cause, then you don't get, yeah. So I was fired. They fired me and a bunch of other guys that same week. So it was sort of a layoff that they were trying not to pay unemployment on. I was not getting along well with my boss anyways. My time at that job was coming to an end. But they did, before they fired me, the first thing they had me do is take a random UA, because if I fail the UA, then they can fire me, and it was my fault because I was on drugs and they don't have to pay unemployment. But I passed the UA, so yeah.
I got fired at one of my last jobs too. Well, the last job that I had before the one that I had now, I got fired at because, yeah, I ran late all the time. Big whoop. But they tried to get me he tried to deny me unemployment because he said something about misconduct, which apparently running late all the time doesn't actually fall under misconduct.
Yeah, one of the things the main thing that I was being terminated for on like the write-up that they sent to the unemployment office or whatever was for attendance. But when I was getting fired, I said attendance. I said, have I missed today? And he's like, no.
Oh my
I'm like,
gosh.
God damn. Well, I've done a lot of. I've been an asshole. Like, you could say insubordination or something. You can come up with something better than this.
I don't know, but I guess you have to actually do something illegal to get, or something around that, disrupting, like literally disrupting business or something. But
yeah, you have to step out of line. You can't just be like bad at doing things.
Yeah, no, and that's what the owner of this restaurant tried to get me for. Try to
Yeah.
call that misconduct.
And you know what? That's the norm. When I've fired people in the past, like I'd always try to fire them for cause. That's just the way it works. That's the way the system's set
Are
up.
you in an at-will state too?
Yes.
It's at-will. Okay. Okay.
So you need to tell the story about your drama with Jack. Everybody's
Oh
wanting to hear.
gosh. Well, everybody can just go look on my Facebook. It's right there. It's public. Just go look.
Nobody wants to do that much stuff. We want you to tell the story.
There's not much of a story. He just likes to come on my page and try to debate me, and then I don't know. He just comes on my page.
So.
He seems like he's looking for shit. I don't know.
No, well, he's the algorithm. You know, your shit pops up on my feed a lot because the algorithm has figured out that I am likely to respond to your shit.
Well, yeah, the more that you comment on my shit, the more likely I'm gonna pop up. That's how it works.
Don't even comment on most of it. Megan Lavota's shit gets me more.
I don't think I'm friends with her on Facebook. But regardless, yeah, whenever there's he doesn't comment on all of my posts, but I mean, ooh. Oh, he made a death threat? The fuck? Hey, Giancarlo, you want to come on with us?
So you guys were getting intimate?
Giancarlo should come on.
yeah. Anybody's welcome. I dropped the link up there already.
You should bump it if there's been a bunch of comments.
Don't tell me what the fuck to do. I almost didn't drop it again just because of that shit.
I wasn't telling you what to do. I was making a suggestion.
Goddamn right you weren't. Yeah, we really need to get into that phrase, too intimate with me.
Huh? Oh.
Yeah. We got to unpack that.
Yeah, we do. I think that's something you can't really go over in
It sounds like he probably touched you with his penis. His dirty, dirty penis.
Oh yeah, I guess another thing, Jack called my friends goblins or something. He said, I feel like I'm in Goblin Village, and I'm like, I literally said to him, then why do you keep coming back here then?
Why are they goblins? Are they kind of troll?
I don't know. This was his words.
I mean, is there something goblin-y about your friends?
I have no fucking idea. I don't know, man. I don't know why he has an interesting I mean, I guess he's British, I don't know, but he has an interesting vernacular.
Right. That's what I'm trying to sort of parse out, whether it's just like a British thing or whether
I think the actual him using the wording specifically is British, but he basically was trying to say that my friends he kept criticizing my friends the whole time, basically uncivilized or something along those lines. And he tried to say, well, they're all contradicting each other and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, we're all pretty much agreeing on the same thing, except maybe like a few details are off. But
I mean, it's the internal logic that is contradictory, I'm sure.
No, we were all pretty much agreeing on the same thing.
Right, with each other, but like the rule of non-contradiction, right? Like,
well, no, I mean, like we were going off of historical and economic data but he like would try to like pick apart one thing. Giancarlo was just here and then he left. No, come back.
No. I don't know how to pin this.
Well, I mean, you'd have to like fucking go through the.
Oh. Wait, no. I almost put myself in timeout.
Giancarlo, what's up?
Oh, hi.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep, we got you.
Okay.
I'm so happy to hear your voice.
Oh, yeah, I didn't talk to you for a while. Hey, Taylor. So,
how you doing?
I'm doing fine, just a little tired after a very long day. So, yeah, at work, basically, the guy and I got intimate because, well, I'm not good at stuff that requires too much like hand coordination, and he kind of observed that I'm kind of reclusive and introverted, and he thought that maybe I'm insecure, and he started
Oh.
talking to me about that, like as if he, and then he like one day showed me a motivational video on his phone, which I didn't really need, but I really liked the attention he was giving me. So I was into it, and eventually like he was just sharing with me stuff about his life, about how he was in jail and that he used to sell drugs because
Oh.
yeah, he talked to me about his life a lot, like that.
Plot twist, it was me.
Yeah, well, he was that kind of guy that he didn't like play by the rules of his parents or his school, and he just wanted to make money, so he just will sell drugs, and then he got caught and he was in jail. And so like I really like hearing his stories, and the problem is that like sometimes when like I will mess up at work because I have ADHD and I'm not very coordinated, he will kind of get a little domineering trying to get me to work well, and I was like, and I didn't like that. I don't like to be told what to do, or I don't like to be underestimated, so I will tell him to stop, and then he will laugh, or he will just kind of try to mess with me, like joke around or hide behind a table and scare me and do all of this crap. And he's like an adult, like over 30, I'm pretty sure, but he's just that kind of person. And at one point, I told him that I don't care about having that, I guess, work ethic where I want to be strive for excellence and be number one. That everything I care about is to get my paycheck, and I don't care. Yeah, sometimes I'm burning food, but nobody cares. I prepare it again, and it's served on time. I get my paycheck. Everyone good, and he mistook that as me like basically dismissing everything that he told me because I disagree with how to approach the workplace, because I was just there for a period of time to pay for my tuition for college. And
It's a restaurant, right?
yeah, a restaurant.
Yeah.
You're allowed to like give
Okay.
money. Yeah, yeah. So
You
that's
you weren't you weren't like really trying to get that assistant manager position at Applebee's?
oh, I didn't care about like racing up because I was just going to work there for a few months since I'm in San Diego, and I have to go back to my campus, which is in like the Bay Area. So I can't
That's
really.
that is not where I'd want to live right now.
The Bay
Uh,
Area. Oh hell no.
yeah, I know it's expensive. I just go there for school. Then I'm gonna move somewhere else.
And it
Uh,
sounds like it's just like collapsing into chaos.
yeah, it is.
The
Everything is
problem is
just
that
terrible
it's
there.
the government trying to quote unquote help the homeless. I think one of the issues, or what the conservatives consider an issue, is that they're not raiding the encampments, the homeless encampments. So, but also they just don't know how to regulate that shit. And that's a problem. They
Well,
try
here's
to
the thing.
implement these solutions, but they don't know how to fucking
If
regulate
you
it.
let homeless people live wherever the fuck they want, it will hurt the businesses. When businesses move out, homeless people have nobody to get money from. So it hurts everybody in the long run.
I know, but like, I don't know. If you're gonna
You
raid,
would feel differently if a homeless person decided to sleep in your front door.
I'm just saying they shouldn't.
I know you are. I've been to homeless camps. These people are largely homeless by choice.
There is a truth to that. However, the police shouldn't. They still like deserve. If they want to live in a fucking forest and it's out of the way, like at least the police here in my hometown, they'll fucking raid their encampment if they're like far removed from the city. Like they're living in a fucking forest. Nobody's doing anything in that forest. They're not sleeping in front of the fucking business. Like there should be like a give and take in the very least. Is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah.
I'm just
Cops.
saying.
All right, so you're saying cops are douchebags, not homeless people should be allowed to do whatever they want.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right,
Yes.
bet we're on the same page.
Okay, yes. Did Giancarlo leave?
Looks like it. He's kind of
Yeah.
bouncing in and out.
I wonder if it's. Oh, there you are. I wonder if it's the connection then.
Horse Mumbler, I don't know about Eric's homeless town idea.
Are we talking the chat?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not on a
seriously
laptop, so I can't
stupid.
see it at the same time.
Yeah.
I was.
So, what do you think about Eric's homeless town idea? And I have not heard it.
I have
Yeah, I
not
don't
heard of
believe
either.
Eric at all. So I don't either. Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, most like like I said, I've been around a few homeless people, and most of them have cash in their pocket, a fat bag of dope, a cell phone or two, and
They
they
do.
live in a
Mhm.
tent. Yeah,
Hmm.
But I don't know,
it
like, how the fuck do they? I could not, and maybe this is my SI valuing coming in here, but like, I don't know how the fuck do they wash themselves? Because like, I don't know how I survive
what
without a
do you mean?
shower.
Oh, wash. Oh,
Yeah,
um, well, obviously, most of them are okay with going longer periods of time without showers. Um, but they'll hit truck stops or people's houses. You know, they know people with houses and shit, or the
I
river.
mean, you
Most of
get.
them try to live by the river.
Oh, that's interesting. I thought that there was like a homeless, I don't know, shelter where they could like shower and like I
A
I
don't
lot
mean,
of
know.
them
there.
don't want to go to homeless shelters because homeless shelters suck.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
I
that's
there are like charities, like Catholic charities and shit that'll give clothes and shit. Uh, I don't. I assume that there's places where they can get showers like that too, but
Yeah, and
you know, they,
someone at an encampment I was at said that she would rather sit in prison than in a homeless shelter, and that says a lot.
holy shit.
um,
I
Yeah,
totally
my
know about
understanding
this.
is that they're about the same.
yeah.
Well, it's the homeless camp is more like or the homeless shelter is more like a rehab facility. Like it's not jail or anything, but it is pretty buttoned up.
Oh, I see. So they kind of keep them in there. Oh, that sucks. I see.
It's very
Mhm.
structured.
Isn't it structured in jail too, or?
Yeah, it's worse structured in jail.
Oh,
Jail's worse than prison. Prison is pretty loose because people are living there. In jail,
maybe that's why
theoretically,
she said prison.
yeah, yeah, that's true. A lot of people when you're in jail for a minute, people can't wait to get to prison.
I mean, the only way I survived the 6 hours I was sitting in jail that one time, because like, dude, I would have gone insane. I had nothing to do. I was sitting there talking. I was just trying to like make conversation with people because that was the only way that I could keep sane. And I usually don't do that.
Yeah, it's shitty. Um, yeah, cellmates are like the only thing. I was in solitary for 3 days,
Oh
and
my god, yeah, I
that was
can't.
plenty. That was plenty for me. Like I learned my lesson. I stopped being a dickhead.
God.
Yeah, it's really hard to explain how unpleasant solitary confinement is to people who have never been there, right? Because
You
all the
don't
time,
have that's cool. Yeah, I
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you. It sounds like you get it, but most people, say things like solitary confinement sounds kind of nice. I just get to like be left alone, read books. It's like, nah, you don't get it.
No. I don't think they let you have. I mean, I don't know what they let you have in there, but I
They do.
imagine.
Well, it depends on where and what. Like when I was in there, I ended up with nothing. Like they took my sheets, they took my cup, they took my fucking shower curtain.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I threw a 3 day temper tantrum, like a big one.
Oh
Um,
wow. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I haven't been in jail, like thanks God, but I've been in a psychiatric before, like three
Mm,
times. And the first time I was 14, and the cops took me and they like put handcuffs on me when they took me to the psychiatric when I was 14. And I did throw a temper tantrum for like 6 or 7 hours. I told them to let me go home, and that just made things worse. And I was alone there for like 2 days, so I
um,
know how it is. I don't know how much worse it will be in prison or jail, though. I imagine it must be pretty worse because of the inmates, and
Well,
you know.
I was throwing a temper tantrum because they threw me in. They put me. I don't remember what got. Oh, I got in there because I was throwing a temper tantrum because I was mad that I was getting arrested again because I
Uh,
basically fucked up my bond. I fucked up two bonds. I made bond, and then I got arrested again, and then I made bond again before the first bond got revoked, and then I then I broke bond again. And so I was mad because I knew that I was in there until sentencing was over. And so they put me in solitary. And then when I got in there, like they don't clean these shits, right? And it's
oh shit, that sounds
it's a concrete cell. You can do from front to back. It's 3 paces long, and then from side to side, it's 1 pace wide. And it was dirty, and there was fucking like mold growing in the water fountain, and I was pissed. And I told them to move me to a different cell, and they brought me in like the cart with the cleaning supplies so I could clean. I said, I'm not fucking cleaning this shit. This isn't my shit.
Oh my God.
It's not my job to run this fucking place. It's your job. And so that's what kept me hot for the next 2.5 days.
They told me that I would leave. I remember, like, at one point they said that I was gonna. Me and this other gal that was in there with me, we were gonna leave. We were like still in the booking, not in the booking area, but in the jail cells. That's like by kind of like, I don't know what you call. Yeah, by booking. Right. So we were like kind of in the jail cells that's like near the cafeteria and all that. But we were sitting there, and at one point, one of the cops comes up, and she's like, "Oh, I'll let you out in 10 minutes or 20 minutes." And then I don't know. It was, I mean, around midnight or so by this point, and people were coming in and out, and I don't know like what the holdup was, but they were taking their sweet ass time. I did not get out.
They do that always.
I think like people were coming in and out, and like some of them, sometimes we'd be out in the sort of lobby area. They yell at me for trying to talk to the dudes across from me on the other side of the room that got arrested with me, because I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. But they yelled at me just because of that. And then like every now and then they'd bring some new person in that they're about to book, and that person was like drunk or something, or also throwing a temper tantrum, so like we would be ordered to go back into our cells again. And that happened I don't even know how many times. But dude, I didn't have anything with me. I couldn't read a book. My brother has been in jail, and he told me that they make it a big pain in the ass to order a book in our correctional facility. So I can't even solitary. No, kudos.
Yeah, no, it was, yeah. But after 3 days, I was done. It's like, okay, you know what? I'm over myself. Just let me get back into general pop. And actually, I was lucky as fuck because I got moved in on a Sunday. Mm-hmm. The jail administrator was not there on a Sunday, and only the jail administrator can authorize an inmate transfer between cells. So the chick who was like in charge of the shift, I asked to move back in, and she said, well, she liked me. She's like, well, I'll text Dan and see what he says. And Dan didn't respond for several hours. So she's like, you know what? I'll just go ahead and move you in after it had been a while. And so I moved in. Like half an hour after I moved in, he texted back and said no. Dan did not like me. If like that was so fucking lucky, or else I would have been in max probably the next 2.5 months.
Oh man.
Yeah.
My arraignment date wasn't for another 3 weeks, so if they had their way and I didn't get bond, they would have had me in jail for 3 weeks. That's worst case scenario, I guess. Giancarlo, my brother's been in a psych ward, I think, and yeah, they're pretty. I hear they're pretty brutal there too. Like they kind of treat you like you might.
Yeah, if you resist, they will like kind of threaten you with like injecting you with some something to put you to sleep, and that's like the worst humiliation ever. So yeah, I kind of like being there taught me to kind of control my temper, because when I get angry, it's almost impossible for me to control myself. I just basically become a banshee when I get angry, and I had to like just be quiet, because if the more I would like talk or try to tell them to like let me go home, because well I just threw a good stick to my father, because he was like telling me that he was going to call the police on me for basically talking about how I was being mistreated in school because I was being too loud and I was being disruptive. And so like I have been diagnosed with bipolar now, so now I know what was causing it. The problem is that like I didn't think that I deserved to be there, but I was there, and I was scared because the first time I was just in a place where I didn't have internet connection and didn't have anything at all, just my clothes and myself, like no phone, no nothing.
You
And
said
I
you
was
were
14.
14?
Yeah, I was 14.
Oh
So
man. I'd
yeah,
be fucking scared.
I was scared, yeah, and yeah, so I stayed the whole night awake, and when I woke up, I was just I stopped crying eventually, like screaming or cursing, and yeah, I was just
Mm.
talking to the other people, and they let me out in the next day. I fell asleep, and then they let me out the next day because my parents talked to them because they kind of regretted calling the police on me, which was funny. Oh my god, it was a shit show, but I was there another time, so that's funny. The second time because I tried to kill myself. So there you go.
Oh.
That's a good reason to be there.
Yeah.
I had to take a complete psych evaluation as part of my sentencing, um, but I passed. So fuck all y'all.
How do you pass a psyche eval?
Well,
Interesting.
I mean,
'Cause
one of the parts of my sentence was I had after rehab I had to go and take a complete psych evaluation, and then follow the orders of the therapist that gave it, because the when you get arrested for like drug crimes, the state sends in a drug and alcohol counselor to do an assessment of you. And the woman who did my assessment apparently did not like me. She told the judge that I was psychopathic.
Bruh, no.
Yeah, so
Which vibe
did
like
she
assessed you? She just thought you
she
had a
straight
psycho
she,
vibe, and
she
like,
straight scumbagged me.
oh my god.
So I passed the psych eval. He diagnosed me with ADHD, which I'd already been diagnosed with. So he just but
did
yeah,
they diagnose you with like antisocial personality disorder? Did she literally say that you're a psychopath? Because I don't
she
know.
called me a psychopath, that even though that's not a diagnosis.
Yeah, because that's like
Yeah.
antisocial personality is a diagnosis. Psychopath is not.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
She was
she's not a
super
doctor.
cool.
She's a counselor.
Oh,
So
I see.
yeah.
Oh, did she actually? Okay, so she made an assessment, but then
She came in and
another
did the
person
drug
came
and
in.
alcohol assessment. Basically, her job is she is basically tasked with figuring out whether the courts need to send me to rehab or not. And since I wanted to go to rehab because I wanted out of the fucking jail. And I knew that the way to get there was to tell them that I shot up, which I didn't. But if you tell them that you're a banger, you automatically are going to rehab. And she knew what I was doing because I didn't hide it. Like, it's just the way it is. Telling you I'm a banger, you have to send me.
And you don't be mad at people for like knowing how to play the game. I mean, come on.
Right. Yeah, I mean, just the whole thing.
She's just a bootlicker. You're not a psychopath. She's just a bootlicker.
She threatened to end the evaluation if I don't remember what she's like. I needed to stop taking control of the discussion, or else we're going to end this conversation.
I wonder if she was an EII. Maybe you guys were conflicted.
You know what? We did because I was chatting her up. Like, at the jail I was at, you don't get yard time. You live in a 10-man or an 8-man cell. You don't go to the cafeteria. You don't go to the yard. You don't go to the common area. You stay in there. And I didn't see the sun for over a month at a time. But when I got to go out to the visitor room to meet with this woman, that was like a fucking vacation. I got to walk down the hallway. And so I was trying to chat her up about sort of psych things, and she didn't know a thing about typology, but she asked,
don't.
yeah, she's in psychology. I figured that she'd know something about it, or at least have taken the MBTI or heard of it. But she,
oh, well then that's
she asked me
that's
what
a
my
different thing.
Enneagram was.
Oh
She
my
knew-
god.
Yeah, and I told her that I'm an 8, wing 7, and I don't think that helped my diagnosis.
Yeah, because of the association of age with
Right.
But like you're supposed to be objective.
8 in the lowest state of mental health is psychopathic. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I didn't realize at the time, but in hindsight, like that was sort of the nail in my coffin. Was when I confirmed that I'm an 8. She's like, "Yep, you're psycho."
Well, I'm a 3,
Oh my
and
God.
a 3 in the lowest state of health, I guess, is a narcissist. I guess.
Oh yeah, I've got. Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't, yeah. Okay. I've
I
got
just
So
3
she'd
wanna-
seconds.
probably call me a narcissist. Big whoop.
Probably.
Um,
Although I don't know. Can you cry better than I can?
I don't know. I actually would have to get some sort of feeling to cry.
Can you be remorseful?
Yeah, I can be remorseful.
Because I
I
was
think.
not remorseful. I'm still not remorseful. Fuck those fuckers. I was defiant.
It depends on
The
who it
whole
is.
group.
I wouldn't be remorseful towards those fuckers. Towards, I mean, other people I'm remorseful about shit, but I wouldn't be remorseful towards pigs
And I mean,
or bootlickers.
that's what the whole system is looking for, though. It wants you to feel really bad for what you did, and you're so sorry, and you're so glad that they saved you from the terrible decisions you
They
were
beat
making
you
by
down,
arresting you.
basically. It's its own form
Yeah.
of
Right.
Stockholm
That's
syndrome.
exactly that's what they want, and I just don't play that.
Mhm.
Like I just can't swallow my pride that far.
No, they want to beat. They just want to beat you down.
Yeah,
They want to see
but
you
they
humiliate
didn't.
yourself, basically, and kind of give up your own sense of dignity in front of them. So that,
It's basically like a form of brainwashing, in a way.
It
Like
is.
if you look up cult shit, that's like a
Yeah,
part of
it
the
is.
indoctrination process. It's what they do. They use tactics like that.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's straight through the whole system, from the drug and alcohol evaluator to the judge to the prosecutor to the probation officer. Like all of them, the guards, the whole system has that sort of attitude. Like unless you are really remorseful for the crime that you did in your own home, voluntarily, right? Like the
You didn't
victimless,
hurt anybody.
right? The victimless crime of getting high. Unless you really have internalized this guilt, yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, like if I were to commit a crime and involved like somehow I hurt somebody else, I'd be remorseful towards the person that I hurt. Like if you drunk drive or something, you accidentally hurt.
Yeah, that would be a bummer.
Yeah, especially if you killed somebody. We're like talking best case scenario here.
Well, I mean, yeah, and
I'd be remorseful about that, but nah,
accidentally hurting somebody would be the worst, right? Like
that,
intentionally
yeah.
hurting somebody wouldn't.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
why
fine.
Mm-hmm. I don't have the gonads to intentionally hurt anybody.
Well,
I
you
don't
just
think.
haven't tried it. You need more practice, I think. You should try it sometime. Well, Carlos, show her how you turn a plate into a knife.
Oh, I want to see that.
Hmm.
I'm a small white girl. Like this is something I've also thought about, especially if I have to have another run-in with who again.
Who?
Maybe we shouldn't say this like on a live stream, but I definitely need to.
You should just finish the thought because
No, I'm finishing the thought, but
yeah, you keep it to yourself.
dude,
Yeah.
I've heard of like the FBI showing up at my friends' doors just because like they were joking around about saying stupid shit on the internet, and that like I'm not fucking with that. I kid you not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, trust me, I get it.
I'm just not. But seriously though, I need to learn some tricks because I'm a small white girl and
I know.
need to learn
And
how
I
to
think that
defend
what you need to
myself.
understand is that you can learn some tricks, but you're probably that like 9 times out of 10, the trick is just going to piss off whoever you're dealing with more than it's going to help you.
So far, my trick has been I just smile and be really nice, and then eventually they'll leave me alone, or I just don't get into the fight.
One. Right. You can catch more flies with honey than vinegar.
I know, but like I'm talking like if I actually have to get into a fight. I guess like I'm small enough I could probably like get away, but I probably would have to work on endurance running too.
Oh,
I should probably go back to the gym more.
Eyeballs or nuts?
Oh yeah. I also heard pressure points.
It's too hard to find, especially in the heat of the moment. But you can make a motherfucker move fast by putting your thumbs in his eyes.
Oh, I think I've seen that in some movies, but yeah, I've never gotten myself in that situation. Not in a long time when I was a kid, but now I'm very short, so I can't really. I can't really, fight most American dudes. But I try to just basically. I'm pretty reclusive anyway, so I'm not that loud of a person to get other people angry at me and do that. But when it happens, I just kind of talk, and I will talk my way out of it. I find a way.
Yeah, I mean, I basically do it too, or I just, I'll talk to them into smoothing things over. Oh my god, this brings. I have a sort of another story, but I'll keep it short. This kind of brings to mind another memory that I
Keep it short,
just
like
now.
Lynn Carlos.
Oh my god, yeah. I was going too much detail, but like, yeah. I mean, if you, I was being a little stupid, but if you guys want me to continue on, I can just kind of give a little summary of the end because it was long.
40.
Oh yeah. I want to hear the end before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
basically,
Sorry, I totally lost
At
track.
one point, he was just mad at me for disagreeing with his mentality. So he called me. So I told him that he needs to leave me the fuck alone, or I'm gonna tell the manager like all of the sexual jokes that he shared with me, such
Oh
as
my
like me preparing
gosh.
like in the saute when I'm preparing like the stuff on the pan that I need to like shake it like when I'm jerking off. He literally told me.
Yeah.
He literally told me that, so I was like, okay. I thought we were because he was telling me that that I'm small like a 2-year-old child, and that I have the emotional intelligence of an angsty like teenager and all of this shit. So he was insulting me, and he told me that we're not friends because I was joking with one guy that me and him were friends at one point.
We're
So I was
not
like,
friends.
Yeah, it sounds. Are you sure that like this was just that y'all didn't have like some sexual tension?
this we did. Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he told me that. So at that point, I was just very angry because he kind of betrayed that bond that we were forming when he told me all of this stuff. So I was angry because I was supposed to be making all of this like stupid bread on the other station that I just, and then I had to go to the dish room and I just grabbed like one of the plates because he told me that I'm a dumb kid as well.
Oh.
So I'm a
How
dumb
old are
kid.
you?
I am 19.
Oh yeah, you're a dumb kid.
Oh, wait, are you 19 right now, or were you 19 then?
Oh, I was 19 then. I'm 19 now, but I'm turning 20 in like the next month.
Oh,
That's
okay.
when you become an adult.
Yeah.
No, I think it's like 26.
Okay, well then I guess I'm definitely an adult then because I'm 26.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, he told me that I'm a dumb child, and then he started laughing.
How
like
old
loudly.
is he?
Like, I mean, he's over 30, but he was being very fucking personal with me.
I mean, it's kind of on. Okay, so he like wanted to. He was like getting super close with you, and he's 30, and he's calling you. That's kind of concerning. I would always like to throw that back at men who date me who are older. Like I've gotten a similar comment.
Here's the
like
thing.
they'll try to say I'm childish. I'm like, well, what are you doing? Like trying to fuck me then?
Hold
fucker?
on. Now, yeah, that age gap is like I can support the shit out of that. I would have no problem banging 19-year-old chicks all day. In fact, I applaud that shit. However, they're like no offense, Glenn Carlos, but 19-year-old girls aren't that fun to be around for that long.
I can vouch. I can second this as having once been a 19-year-old girl. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that I just didn't like that the thing that he was telling me when and also one day he was telling me that 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 defiance that I had showed him and the way I was disrespecting everyone with my attitude made him like if he were actually mad at me because I told him like why are you acting so weird one day because he was just acting out towards me because of
sounds like you were being a brat and he was trying to tame you.
Yes. That is what happened. He was trying to tame me the whole time, and well, at one point I just got to worked up in my own anger, so I grabbed a plate and because the other guy who is 20, the other young guy there was like trying to make me feel better, that, no, Giancarlo, I think you're smart. Don't take it personally. I think about me being a dumb kid. And then I go like, shut the fuck up. Like I told him that, and then I like grabbed the plate and I smashed it. Like, and then it broke, and I didn't intend to. And then my manager looked at it, and then she called me to the office. And yeah, yeah, that is what happened basically. Yeah,
Damn,
We-
Giancarlo, you're a badass.
me for breaking the plate. I was
In
angry.
my head, you just like knocked off one side of the plate on the counter, and you still were holding on to the other side, so that it's like a blade.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a plate, and then I grabbed it and I told him that just to create drama because I was mad and I was bored. So I told him I'm gonna cut myself with this shit because of everything that happened. And then like, yeah, that's when the manager came in. It was fun. I was just trolling at that point because I was just so done with everything. Because there was a lot of sexual tension between me and this guy that's over 30. And plus, there were other coworkers, like this Enneagram 2 one that was telling me that he always has to like help us out to finish the dishes because we're too slow, and that like he has children at home and that he's sacrificing his time for us. And I was like, oh my God. I was just done with all of them, dude. Like I hated them all. So I just, yeah. If I fucked up, I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna fuck up like 200%. So I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna come up the closest as an emo bitch boy, and I just
Sometimes you stop
Like, if you're gonna
fighting
fuck
it,
up, go all out,
and
man.
yeah, sometimes you stop fighting it and just go in with the momentum of the bad decision.
yeah.
Mhm.
I kind of gave up at that point. I was like, okay, I fucked up. Let's just fuck up even more, just for the lols, and that's what happened. Yeah.
Like you're gonna get the heat anyway. Might as well live it up.
Yeah, but my
No,
manager
we're kind of a dysfunctional little group of live streamers right now, aren't we?
yeah, that's lovely. Yeah.
Love it.
I'm gonna have to like unlist this video later or something.
Yeah.
Oh well, I
unlist
mean,
I'll leave it. I mean, I don't know if I'll enlist it or not, but it will be either way. It will be in the live streams playlist.
Like unlisted as in like make it public. I didn't even know they were listed.
Well, no, yeah. So that you like right now, this is streaming live, and it's streaming into my videos folder. So if you click the videos tab on the channel, you can see this. If I unlist
I
it,
think I'm still on your Patreon, but I can't remember for sure. Is that why?
No, I'm just saying like because what? No, because we all sound like fucking maniacs.
me?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, you.
Oh.
No, I meant like that I can see your live streams in general. Never mind.
I'm so confused.
I
but
kind of
yeah.
went in like two different directions there. It's fine.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, no, it just like take it out of the video section but leave it available in the playlist is kind of what I was kind of referring to. I don't know if we're gonna do that, but
especially since we were talking about sort of. I mean, we
weren't,
but
there's nothing been said that's like a problem for real. But there's just a lot of like, that
weird ass content.
Right. Like it's none of us look. If you dropped in cold on this live stream and you didn't know any of us, you wouldn't want your kid getting to know any of us.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean,
like, well, goddamn, every one of these motherfuckers has been institutionalized, been fired, got fights, like.
Yeah,
it's like the bad kids in middle school. The first one to give you a Marlboro Red, like, here, you want this? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just lolling on all of this because I don't know, man. Like, but I've been banned from like 4 different Discord servers for being myself, so I don't know what's wrong.
Discord is such a bunch of pussies.
Yeah, they are pussies. Yeah.
Really, like a lot of internet communities are just so full of fucking pussies. I'm
Oh,
on.
dude, I found this thing. I found this beautiful thing on the internet, or, you know, I found it on the internet, but it's not just on the internet. It's called Aristotle's. Oh God, I think philosophy on debating, and I have to. Oh my God, let me see if I can find it. I'll drop it in the chat too. It's beautiful.
Huh. Uh-huh. I'm at.
Uh-huh.
Are any of you guys in Clubhouse? You know what Clubhouse is?
Is that the thing Elon Musk talks about a
Yeah,
lot?
it's
Oh,
yeah.
I kind of heard of it a little bit. I don't know that much about it.
I'm not on it. I've heard of it. What's
There's
that all about?
there's it's it's an open audio chat room. Like if it'd be sort of like this, you know, you can just drop in places but it's just got a lot more. There's just a lot of pussies, right? I don't know. It's just everybody gets so up in their feelings, and you hear a lot of like, "Don't interrupt me," but you know, how's anybody supposed to know that you're not done talking yet when nobody can see your face, but you finished the thought? We thought.
There must be a 1D SE person. I mean, you have to like force your way. You have to just keep going. You just gotta
I
like
mean,
push back.
that's what I do. I don't have a
That's
problem
what
with it,
I
but
do.
yeah, I get. It's just annoying to me. Here's what it's annoying to me: when other people will get derailed in this little like low SE fucking shit squabble and hang up the conversation. You know, it's like, God, will you both get the fuck over yourself?
Like, dude, I'm not gonna know shit if you don't tell me. You don't say something.
Oh, talking about SC, I was remembering something. Like, I don't know if y'all want to talk about it, but like, I remember
Yeah.
in server I was singing Synthesis. I got banned from there, by the way. Just saying, Leia was typed as SCE by Roan, and nobody said anything. The consensus was all over the place, though. I don't know if you remember that, Leia. Like Roan.
Oh, the one time that I was
Is that the Russian dude?
Rogue, he's an IOI guy that
Or he
Estrebits, like,
calls himself IOLI. I don't know if he's actually. Well,
yeah.
he could be
I see
that
what you're
or
doing. I see what
LII.
you're doing. You're throwing that shade back at him, aren't you?
Me? I mean,
No.
I mean,
No.
something like is his ass in another server where I got banned. Like after I got banned, my friend showed me like on a live stream, and so yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, you know
Rowan.
what I've done? You know what I've
Yeah.
done? I don't know if I asked Roan this, but I know I've done this to somebody. Oh, this one dude from WSS. We were talking in a. This isn't Roan, by the way. I'm not talking about Roan. I can't remember. This dude is typed SLE by Jack, but we were talking in a Socionics, the what you might call it, the visual identification whatever group. This guy's on there. I know he has blonde hair. I can't think of his name though, but he's typed SLE, and so he typed me IEI once, and I joked back at him. I'm like, I said to him, "You just really want me to be your dual, don't you?" And then he's like, "Maybe you're LII." I'm like, okay,
You're
all
not
right.
SE polar.
Yeah, you're not, and yeah, you're not a C-polar, especially after everything that you said, like your involvement with the
Yeah.
police.
Yeah.
It was
No,
just an
yeah,
interesting jump
You-
that he made there.
You're demonstrating a lot of SE for an intuitard.
into it,
Thanks.
that's funny.
Hey, flick your camera on if you want up here. I want to see who you are and make sure you're not a spammer.
Who?
There's somebody waiting in the lobby,
Oh,
Oh,
and I
you're
want
not
to
talking to
confirm.
us?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, and I would like to confirm who it is before I let him in the room, because I don't want to see your dick if you're a spam motherfucker.
What was that?
what was that
All
noise?
right.
Oh, okay. Double A. Welcome.
Hey, show us your dick.
I don't have a dick.
He says
Touche. Show us your
What's
clit.
up?
Not much, but this is a really interesting ball of freaks I had to jump in before I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
The phone dies.
Tell us about the last
Yeah.
time you were institutionalized.
I was 17.
Right on.
And Enneagram 2. I had to join in with Jan Carlos, so I felt for him. Did you now
I'm
when
the
he
late
Well-
bloomer here of the institutionalized peeps, so
Yeah.
when you were institutionalized, did you get to go to the padded room?
no, I was
no.
not. Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
was about to, but I did not because I stopped because I didn't want to be there. Like too much humiliation already.
That was the funnest part, is when they put you in the straitjacket and you get to jump up against the walls. I can't believe you missed out on that fun.
Mhm.
Oh, is it actually fun? Okay,
That's
maybe I missed
probably
out
the
on
only
that.
thing that you'd get to do. So
Exactly. I mean, I did that on my last day when I was there.
In jail, you can rattle the bars really loud and piss off all the other inmates up and down the hallway.
But they beat you up or rape you maybe if you do that.
Exactly.
I'm in solitary confinement. They can't get in to get me. Fuck 'em.
Oh, okay.
So what would you make noise for?
Huh? Because I was pissed off.
Yeah.
I was pissed
wait,
off
so
at the
you
guard.
they could still hear you even though you're in solitary confinement.
Yeah,
They don't,
oh yeah. Because that shit echoes like a motherfucker. And yeah, I'd yell and rattle the bars and shit, and that's what I kept doing. Is I kept making a whole lot of noise to piss off the other inmates, and then all of a sudden you got like the whole fucking cell block is pissed off and yelling, and the guards try to get us to shut the fuck up. But you know, what are you gonna do? Put me in solitary confinement or something? I'll keep rattling the bars.
Just keep you in there longer, I guess. I don't know.
Well, they kept taking away things. First, they shut off your phone, right? Because there's a phone in each cell, and you can talk to people if somebody will put money on the phone system, which is a complete racket. And then I lost book privileges, and I lost everything eventually, except for like a sheet. But it was.
Are you talking about the phones, the old fashioned? What do you call them? The dial phones.
It looks like a phone booth phone kind of.
Yeah, I can't even
metal
think
box.
of the fucking name. I think there's a technical name for those phones, but I can't. I don't remember what they are.
JPay is the system or the company they're through. I think. Yeah. They do like the video visitation kiosks and the inmate email systems for people in prison, all that shit.
Oh yeah. I got my first few phone calls for free, but I think that was just after Book Inc.
Yeah. I mean, you do get them there. Try to get bonded out, man. So there's where I got arrested. There's one bail bondsman in town, and I called her, and I said I need bonded out. And she said, "What's your bond?" And I said, $100,000. And she goes, "Oh, sweetie." She goes,
So
"Oh,
there's like
sweetie."
10. You have to do 10% of that, right? So
She said, my limit is 30. I'm like, what the fuck?
30 grand?
Yeah, it's just there's no crime in this town at all. Like there's the same amount of murders at my Catholic private high school, the 4 years I went there, at the school, as there was in the county.
There were actually murders in your high school.
Thank you. I was just about to ask that.
There's a fight in the
school did you go to?
There's a fight in the parking lot at night, and one guy got a punch knife to the neck.
Oh my god! You went to a
martyrdom Catholic school.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, they weren't fighting
That is
for
some Catholic high school.
They weren't fighting for the glory of God.
Not like the Jesuits were.
No, the Jesuits did kick out. The other kids were there though. Like the guy who drove him to the hospital and shit. Like, yeah, sorry your friend died. You're kicked out.
Sorry your friend died. Yep.
So much for the heroic ambulance virtue.
or like compassion or you know,
No, they
shit.
don't have that shit.
No, they
Teach you
don't.
for like 5 minutes and then maybe. That's if they're having a good day. If that's even a thing.
Yeah.
Jesuits.
Yeah, I had no idea what fucking nut jobs they were because I'm not Catholic. I didn't grow up Catholic. I went to Catholic high school because, well, I mean, you can sort of tell what kind of neighborhood was around. So how you think the public school was, if the Catholic school was like that.
I pretty much got sent to the Catholic school for the same reason. My dad liked to pretend that he was religious, but we didn't really. We went to church like maybe a few times every few years. I kid
We
you
had like
not.
the same childhood.
I know. No, they sent me. So I went to public school for most of my life. I actually went to public school up until like the middle of 7th grade, and then like right in the middle of 7th grade, my
You got pregnant?
no.
Oh.
I actually, well, I started cutting myself actually, and like started acting out and saying that like I worship the devil and shit, and all of that. I mean, considerably for a teenager, and I didn't like really act out that much for a teenager, but yeah, that was their way of like trying to keep me in line, was that they transferred me to, and the middle schools that the public school options that I had weren't all that great either, because I didn't live in the best neighborhoods either. So yeah, that's why they basically, for about the same reason, they sent me to Catholic school. And then I went on.
Did they get the demons out of you?
What?
Did they exorcise the demons out of you?
I don't
They're
think
still
so.
in there, aren't they? They're
Yeah.
still in there.
Yeah. I mean, I dropped the whole religious act as soon as I got into college, so yeah.
Oh, but in the Catholic school, like, did they know that you like were LARPing as a Satan worshiper, or?
I don't know. Oh, but you know what though? I like told some people at some point that I'm bisexual. It wasn't like coming
Oh my God.
out, but I confided into just a few people that I was bisexual.
Was it guys
And-
or girls?
It was girls.
Oh
That's the
no.
problem.
I know.
Yeah.
Guys would have been like, yes.
Exactly.
So I got around, and this was like a small Catholic school too. It got around to the principal, and I got called to the principal's office because of it. And so she's like,
Was it for sexual harassment?
She didn't call it that, no, but she just said, we just don't talk about that here, is what she said.
Oh my God, what a fucking boomer.
Mm-hmm.
That seems kind of inappropriate for them to address that with you.
Yeah.
That's totally different than the Catholic schools in Houston. They have
Who
like
just
little
started
elder-
echoing?
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to stomp on your sentence, but somebody just picked up an echo. It's gone now. Okay, go ahead.
No, in Houston they had like some Catholic schools that have the LGBT clubs at the all girls school, and the I don't know that the Jesuit school had it there, but I know that the girls school had it. They were open.
I like girls that like girls too.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like all girls were bi in high school, even if they were just doing it like because dudes liked it.
Do you think that about guys too?
No, not at all.
No?
I never made out with a dude at a party because I was drunk.
What about in jail?
Nope, not even.
Not even close?
I did poop in front of a lot of them. Like they all saw my dick and asshole stuff.
No circle jerk stuff though?
No circle jerks, no. I did, there was one night when I woke up and looked over and another one of the dudes was just clearly jerking off in his bunk. But so I just pretended like I was still asleep. That was uncomfortable.
Oh my God.
It's like, what the fuck are you gonna
You
do?
should have joined him or something.
I didn't nah. We still got to be trapped in this 30 by 30 concrete room for Lord knows how long. I don't want to I just want to go back to sleep and act like I didn't know he was jerking off over there.
You're like, no eye contact, no eye contact.
Yeah.
Yup.
Wait, did you ever see like people like guys like get sexually harassed or like even worse like raped or something like that? I don't know.
No, it was.
Never.
I was in jail in Kansas. There was none of that. Like there was some fights, but that was it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, where does that stuff usually like take place? Because I see it in films a lot.
Yeah,
Prison?
I that's really overblown.
In prison
The
though?
The rape
Yeah.
in prison, like when you drop the soap. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole drop. the
yeah,
soap
rape
thing.
happens in prison, really, not jail, because jail's too temporary. You don't need to rape somebody in jail. You know, it's got to be a year or less. I think. I mean, of course, they break that with some people, but
Oh, I see the difference now. Yeah, I'm not familiar
yeah,
with
jail is where you stay during the trial and stuff. And
Oh,
then when you get sentenced, if you get sentenced to prison, they move you to prison.
That's where you become someone's bitch.
That's where you serve your
Mm.
sentence, right? So that's where you've got people doing life, right? Nobody's doing life in jail, so they don't need to rape fresh booty hole.
I see.
I don't know if I call my booty hole fresh, but
Depends on how depends on how quick I get there, I guess.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was talking about my other story, and the guy told me that he actually got raped. So he was actually in jail.
oh,
Like he even shared that with me. He didn't like verbalize it, but he made like he kind of imply that what he was saying. So it was like, oh, like I'm sorry that happened to you. I don't know what to say. I was so nervous when he was sharing that you said that like some like retarded kids online like to like watch like stories where people get raped and they paint it as romance like yaoi like kind of crap. I just share that.
probably Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, yeah, I shared that with him. I was saying that those kids are idiots because I didn't know what to say because I was so nervous, and he was like I don't know. I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like that you sounded pathetic. So I was like, what do I fucking say?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's better to be nervous about it than to
maybe
it.
it's probably best to just like ignore it.
Yeah.
Like really, I don't know. We went to the thrift store today just to get out of the house, and like some woman there apparently got her like set her purse down and got it stolen, and she started like walking around just bawling like in public. And she like I don't know. She's like I was sitting down like checking out this book I picked up, and she's like comes walking at me bawling, going, "This is terrible." I like look up and I like look straight back down at the book, like, what the fuck do I do with this?
I would have done the same thing, honestly. Maybe it's that bipolar. I've been like, nope, not dealing with this.
I mean,
not gonna do it.
I'm
Well,
at a
I'm
thrift store. There are
Enneagram too. I would
plenty-
have been like giving her Kleenex and shit.
See, and there were plenty of women there who could handle this. I'm not the one that's qualified for this shit. I don't know what to do with you.
Right.
Do
Do you want me
you
to
want
kick
a
someone's
beer?
ass? What do you want?
There was actually in the booking, actually the woman that I was sitting in jail with, she was crying because she was afraid of like losing her kittens. Like she was in the booking process. She got there not long, maybe before I did. I don't remember. She was bawling her eyes out. I'm just standing there like, I'm just standing there feeling bad, not saying anything. She was bawling her eyes out. She was in the same cell as me and a few other women too, and she was still bawling her eyes out. And I'm just, other people were like, the other women in the cell were comforting her, and I didn't say, I didn't talk to her until later when she stopped crying. So there you go. I'm terrible.
There wasn't a lot of that in men's. I mean, there was some, but if a dude was gonna cry, he hid in his bunk to do it, or if he didn't, he ended up in Max real quick.
Max?
Solitary, the single man
Oh.
cells. Yeah, because you're gonna stir up the whole pod if you just keep blubbering and crying while people are trying to, take a nap or play cards or what the fuck ever.
Like, there's no crying in baseball. There's no crying in jail.
Or just get yourself. There's one dude there. He was bawling and screaming and begging and started singing hymns and snitching on the dude he got arrested with and yelling up and down at the jail administrator, Dan. Like, Dan, look at my phone. It was all him. Like, just all sorts of shit. It's like, boy, it's a good thing that you're over there.
Oh, man.
That's good stuff.
What was his name? Fucking Matt?
Shout out to Matt.
Matt
the rat.
I gotta look at it. Yeah, no, and you know what? He fucking like 6 months. Because he ended up going to prison again. He'd been to prison before, and that's probably why he's freaking out because he didn't want to go back to prison. But he when he got out, he hit me up and he goes, "Hey man, what's up? Hey, long time no talk. Can you get an 8-ball?" And I said, because he sent a few texts and I was ignoring them all, but then he asked if I knew where to get some shit, and I said, and my response was just a flat no, like I want nothing to do with this dude. And then he asked if I knew where to get a fucking gun, and I got real pissed. Then I told him off. I sent him mean text messages.
Fucking A. Like, talk about a dude who doesn't want to go back
Rost,
to prison.
Matthew Rost, R-O-S-T.
Okay, now you're
Shout out
definitely
to Matt
unlisting it.
Rost, the biggest bitch I met in all the time in
Oh,
jail.
shit, you said his name on there. That's funny.
He needs to be put on blast. My snitch, I posted his paperwork to his Facebook wall.
How do we know he's not in prison right now anyway? I mean,
he was
if
in
he's
prison.
If
He
he's
was
that fucking
in
dumb, he's
prison.
probably still in prison. Or
No,
he's back
he
in
was-
We
prison.
don't want him to end up
He
on
was
our
in
side,
prison
the
at the time.
institutionalized side.
He was in prison at the time, and so I and I was blocked from his Facebook. So I got into Katie, my girlfriend. She had forgot the password to one of her accounts, and so I hacked the password, and so I used that account and got on his wall, and I posted his paperwork to it, and it was up there for like a fucking year, or my paperwork where he snitched on me and everybody else.
Wow. He snitched on you too?
Yeah, he named a lot of names. He wasn't really primarily snitching on me. My name came up in the course of the interview. And so it was included in my affidavit.
Wow.
Dang, well, if I were him, I wouldn't want to get out of prison and like hit you up.
He did
again.
get out. He's missing.
Yeah, he's kind of clueless.
He's been missing for a while. Last I knew, nobody's
I
seen him in,
mean, you know what
3
they
years.
say: snitches get stitches.
And he snitched on a lot of people.
Dude, I'd be fucking scared. He better have gone missing. Like, he should be fucking scared as fuck. Couple of Midwesterners over here cussing like a sailor. You know what? I'm probably cussing the most, honestly.
That's cool.
I'm so
Okay.
classy. Maybe that's what Jack meant when he called me a goblin. Although I don't cuss on.
Were
when
you
I
a
put
goblin
stuff
too?
out. Huh?
Did he call you a goblin too?
He called everybody in my thread a goblin, basically, I think. And then he called, it was either me or one of my friends, a dramatic blowhard, quote unquote.
It's really
Everybody-
hard
the
to
way-
know if these are like bad insults or like kind of playful ones, you know?
That's I know that's the thing with the Brits. They're kind of cute when they try to insult you.
It's like, what did you call me, a scallywag?
Yeah, I guess they get very creative with the insults. Yeah, I admire that.
Scallywag.
I ain't no motherfucking scallywag. You're the scallywag, scallywag.
Good, but just throw in some good old Midwestern cuss words, you can make anything sound bad.
Uh,
Bless your heart. I'm from the South.
you know, my ex-wife's family lives in Memphis, and they had said "bless your heart" to me a whole lot of times before I realized what the fuck they were saying.
Did they really say that to you?
Her grandma gave me a lot of bless your hearts.
You know what that means.
It means you're a fucking idiot.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I think
that's
you know,
something.
and I think that most of the time she said it to me though is because I don't like sweet tea.
Bless your heart.
I like unsweet tea, but that's
Oh,
tea
I
is
remember
not a
one.
strong enough flavor to carry that much sugar.
I remember that one guy on Discord who was like apparently a type 9 told me bless your heart when I was like basically implying that all of his points were, you know, just plain wrong when we were talking about the Enneagram, and he told me that bless your heart. Like I didn't know what he meant. I was like, what is this passive aggressive insult supposed to mean? I didn't know he was calling me an idiot. Oh, well, I mean, I called him that directly. I wasn't pussing out like he was. So yeah, it's interesting.
It's just cultural.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
guess. It's
So
a
I guess
cultural
there's a
thing.
southern nice then, right? There's like these euphemisms. There's
Yeah.
actually a Nebraska nice. There's Midwestern nice. I guess there's a southern nice. You know, everybody like, you know, fakes being nice when they
Now,
either
if you
don't give a fuck or they just fucking hate you and are trying
oh,
to
I got
hide
a
it.
question. If
No.
y'all walk, let's say you're walking out of a aisle at the grocery store, and you know when you almost run into somebody else, do you say "ope"?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I say
Mhm.
oopsie like that.
I definitely say oh, like that's pretty much like a reflexive reaction.
What
Oh,
is it the same everywhere? Does the South do "opes"?
Oops. Yeah.
Ope.
What is
Ope.
oh?
I don't know. It's just what we say in the Midwest when we almost run into
Yeah.
somebody. Ope.
oh,
Oops.
But you
sorry.
heard it from a few people. Maybe they're from the Southwest. It's interesting. Yeah.
Say oops. Yeah. Or excuse me. Oops. Yeah.
I say
No,
oopsie.
I say excuse me when I'm like approaching somebody and they haven't noticed me yet.
Tiberius, why aren't you getting on here? Tiberius like is the only one in the comments pretty much right now, and I thought he was
I
gonna.
mean,
He said
I've
he couldn't earlier. He said he's
oh yeah,
doing
he wanted
something.
call-in
Oh.
number.
Oh.
I don't know how he can watch this stream but not join it. Like, what sort of apparatus do you have?
A calculator.
Because you can join on a smartphone, but you can't watch on a calculator.
Oh,
You can join, you just can't host on a cell phone.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't know how this technology all works. It's kind of
and you
strange to me.
can't read the comments. Well, you can't see the comments like next to the screen because like I'm reading the comments right now, but I can't see the screen now that I need to because nobody's on camera anyway. But guys, I'm on an iPad, and if you're on an actual computer or a laptop, you can see the comments next to the screen, I guess.
iPads are kind of cool.
Yeah.
I used to have tablets. I still have tablets, I think.
I'm
Are
just
they your
saying you
kids?
can't see the comments as well when you're on a tablet versus a laptop.
And it's a little bit more awkward to hold, you know? Like
Yeah.
cell phones are real comfortable to hold, laptops you don't hold.
Well, with my iPad, I've got a case where like I can kind
Yeah,
of
the
set it up.
kickstand.
Yeah, something like that. Well, it's more like a folding thing where it has like these little sort of latches, and you can set it up at a certain angle. Are we all in the same time zone then? Or no, Giancarlo, I know you
I'm
must
in,
be
yeah,
behind us.
Pacific time, California.
Yeah, so is that like 2 hours behind or 1 hour?
2.
It's 2:23 right now.
It's 4:23 over here.
Oh, yeah, so that's 2 behind. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize. I'm gonna sign off now. It was good chatting with y'all.
Good chatting with you
It's
too.
nice
Eh,
virtually meeting you.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye.
Ooh.
I don't have much FI, but I think I kind of like her. I dig her vibe.
Damn, this stream got 9 thumbs up. I don't think that there's been more than 9 viewers at a time. Pretty damn
Really?
good.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
I give it a thumbs up now.
All
yeah,
right.
I should probably do that. Give
Yeah.
you
Oh yeah.
some support.
You
I
got
guess.
you gotta contribute to your own props.
Oh yeah.
I guess.
You can do it here because nobody can see who gave it the thumbs up, right? Like you can't do it on Facebook because everybody can see that you're liking yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like everyone's what a loser! Like you give yourself a thumbs up. What a fucking loser you are.
It looks narcissistic, if anything. I
I mean,
mean,
I give
and like a loser.
I try to give all my I forget some of them, but most of them I try to give a thumbs up because it just pump the algorithm a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, to get more views, it's just part of the strategy, I guess. But on Facebook, it kind of looks a little silly, or I don't
Oh,
know.
right.
Yeah.
Well, it looks tone deaf. If you're liking your own
Mhm.
post, you're pretty tone deaf to how this is going to come across.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. But yeah.
Sort of like when you try to tame a brat, but you can't do it.
Yeah.
Dude, Giancarlo, your
messed up.
coworker situation sounds like a lot of my ex situations. Mine is the turning the plate into a knife part, but I'm always the brat in the situation.
Yeah.
No.
I'm a brat as well. I don't know. I can't help it. I'm just myself, and people think that I'm defiant and that I am arrogant and mean for no reason. And I'm like, I'm just being myself. Like when I'm not offering anyone help, is because I mean, what do you want from me? You want me to be an endearing to me, like, oh my god, yes, I will help. No worries, I will be there on time because I love all of you. And no, never. Like,
For me, it's more
serious-
like I'm
yeah.
submissive, and then once you get to know me more, I'm not submissive. I'm actually very loud and opinionated. A certain SLE, I'm not gonna name names, but a certain SLE once said to me that I seem like someone who should be dominated or something. Like he wanted to put me in line, almost in like a what's that one character from Twilight?
Like a Dom.
Like a Dom, yes, but I'm thinking, can't think
Oh,
of what's that?
Edward.
Not Edward. Christian Grey? Is
Oh,
that it?
that's not Twilight. That's
That's
Gray's.
the 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
getting the names
The
wrong,
50
Robert.
Shades of Grey. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
50 Shades of Grey. I'm fucking
I
tired.
was trying to remember Twilight. Like, what the fuck did Edward do? Because it
Well,
couldn't have
Edward,
been.
Yeah, was a
Edward was kind
femboy.
of like
Like,
Christian Grey. I think it was like a twist. I think I've heard of Twilight being a twist on that. Oh, you know what's kind of ironic though is that I've never watched either of those movies, 50 Shades of Grey nor
you haven't watched them,
Twilight.
man. I watched
Huh?
them. Like, I don't
Well,
remember anything.
the book is girl porn.
It's basically what it is. I think it's like wannabe peeps who like want try to get into BDSM, but they're
But
vanilla as
are
fuck.
too vanilla. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a big segment of of women.
Oh, that's interesting.
You know
Yeah.
a good BDSM movie, like a legit BDSM movie? The Secretary. That's some real shit. That's a good movie.
The storylines in those things, it doesn't. I don't need my porn with the storyline.
In The Secretary, or
Yeah, I don't know what the point of that movie. I've never wanted to watch a BDMS or a bondage movie, a movie about like an actual movie with popcorn and shit. I don't know.
it's an older movie,
get-
but it's not explicitly about BDSM. It's more like it has that theme to it, but it's kind of implied like what their relationship dynamic and how it plays out, basically. But it's not explicitly about that, and it's not like 50 Shades of Grey where it's I mean, I don't even remember what I don't know what's in 50 Shades of Grey because I've never watched it. But It's
It'd
kind
be
of like
fun.
not.
It'd be fun to do a live. Somebody do a live reading of that. Like, I wonder how.
Oh, you know what? We should all watch. We should pick an explicit BDSM movie. We should live stream it, and we should comment on it while live streaming it.
That's
We
a good
can't-
idea. I'm all
we
for
can't.
it.
We can't do it here now, guys. I just got a violation rolled off, so I'm back down to 1.
Oh
Can
no.
we do it on your Patreon or something?
I don't know. Can we stream through things through there? I don't really
I-
do.
Wait,
much
what's
of
the
it.
other? What's the other like website? The other platform they use? That the other alternative to YouTube? That
Wait,
they
can
need
you live stream on
content
Telegram
creators.
though?
You can video chat on Telegram. I think you cannot live stream not on BitChute. They won't let you do
Oh yes, that's what I
Oh.
was asking about.
it. Let me look at. Let me see what capacities Telegram has. What do you want to do? You want to put on bondage porn and watch it?
Not porn, just like, well, I mean, I guess it could be. Nah, bondage porn might not be all that great. I'm talking like a bondage movie. Like, okay, how about we do either
Is
50
this-
Shades of Grey or Twilight? We all sit and laugh at it and comment on how ridiculous it is, and we live stream as we're doing it. That's what I'm talking
Cameras on. Hands above the table.
about.
Yeah,
Maybe
sure, I
we'll
can-
even
I can get ready for it.
reenact the season. Well, that would require one of us.
We'll reenact the scenes.
I know, but like some of us would have to be in the
and-
same state, in the same place for that to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a little too far, Leah.
Sorry. It's got a
You know what?
dirty mind.
I think you need keep refining that idea though. There might be some way where like if the screens are side by side and shit, like
Oh man.
reach over here.
No fucking boundaries, man.
Oh goodness gracious. Keep fucking laughing at that idea.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh my god, now that makes me think I wish Laura would hear. Laura would be down. She
Who's
would
Laura?
violate my boundaries.
Laura. What's
Laura, SEI Laura.
Oh, her. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to some people type ESC like Laura Fox?
Oh yeah, I forgot what her last name was because she doesn't. Her
Oh,
last name's
yeah.
not in her
Laura
profile
Elizabeth, I
anymore.
think she goes by whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There was a whole thing about her being SEI or ESE or even like EII. Even.
Yeah. Yeah, she's still way too FE to be II, but yeah, I'm not sure actually about her social type, but I could agree with SCI. But she does seem a little bit more extroverted than many SCIs I've observed.
I think she's more extroverted like when she's talking to people online, but whenever so like seeing her in a couple of videos, like especially in that one video with Jack, and then just hearing her talk. I've been in a couple of voice chats with her. Like she's so soft, and she's actually a lot more not reserved. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm a little bit more subdued. She's a lot more subdued.
Oh, I see.
She's very soft spoken.
Yeah.
But she likes to be obnoxious online.
Yeah, you remember that? I remember there was an argument with this other guy, with this like Christopher guy that was like saying that her husband, something about like daddies with beer, like with like beer bellies or something like that, and something that and some I don't know I don't remember it. I don't know if you saw it. Like about her, it was something about her husband. I don't know if you saw it, where Laura was saying she likes guys with daddy bodies or something like that.
Dad bods?
Like dad
Yeah,
bods?
dad
Yeah.
bods. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Look, single moms love dad bods.
Oh, that's interesting.
I was
That's
never
like, yeah, so many
into
guys, like,
dad
going to
bods,
the
but
gym to get
whatever.
ripped. That's not what.
Are you a single mom?
No. But I mean, I've known other women besides single moms being into dad bods. Heck, even some women my age, I guess, are into that shit. I don't know. It was trending at some point for a hot minute. Dad bods were a fad. I kid you not. I remember this.
I do too, because it was cool, because that was like the period in the time when I had a dad bod, because I drank a lot of beer.
You didn't have to worry about going to the gym. It was like, okay,
And
cool. I don't have to try hard anymore.
I was working in an office, and I was drinking a lot.
Dude, I wonder what that does to your ass sitting in an office chair all the time. I should probably start doing squats.
My ass was unchanged. My ass stayed just as much like a rock as it always has been, but my gut got bigger.
I mean, I technically don't work in an office, but if we weren't working remotely, it'd basically be an office. But yeah, I finally work the type of job where I don't have to talk to people as much. But anyway, it's a lot of sitting. I mean, it is sitting. So, yeah. I'm probably starting to not make sense anymore. I'm sorry.
I got you.
Yeah, I mean, as happens to me a lot on Discord servers, and that's why I got banned from one.
Did you delete your Telegram? Because I'm trying to figure out.
I did delete my Telegram. I re-downloaded it recently, just because.
I mean, I was just trying to see if we could.
But
if we could do
my fake
on
account is on Telegram. I could probably make another.
Oh wait,
it doesn't. I mean, I just want to see if we had the functionality, but I didn't want to like call somebody else at 5 a.m.
Wait, what are you guys gonna do on Telegram? I can create an account or whatever it is.
Well, it depends. I just am seeing if we got the capacity, and what we're gonna do is remember we're gonna reenact the porno we watch.
Oh God. Yeah, sure. Telegram. Okay. Let me like.
I mean, I have a fake account on there. I'll make another account, I guess.
I mean, you know,
happens.
Can you see me on there? If you can find me, I don't care which account you're on.
Do I still have your number? Maybe. Hang on. Okay, yeah, let me see. I don't know if I want Telegram to access my contacts.
Oh, Telegram's only for the phone. Interesting. I'm not familiar with the app. Huh. All right.
I think I'm gonna use it purely for infiltration, so I'm not gonna tell anybody my account name.
Oh my God, nobody cares about infiltration anymore.
I mean, it wouldn't be like, it'd be more like
I do reconnaissance.
I get
it. I've deleted all my recon channels. I realize that I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, no, it'd be more like for observing type of infiltration, not actually doing anything significant kind of infiltration.
I only do significant shit.
Like that one dude. Hang on. The Proud Boys informant, Enrique Tarrio. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Enrique Tarrio? I don't know.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, all these groups got fucking feds all over them and in them and starting them. And Like what is it?
Well, see,
Oath Keeper?
that's what fucking happens when you back the police state, because they're Proud Boys are buddy buddy with the police. I
Are you
mean,
kidding?
I'm not. No, they are.
Mm.
I mean, why the fuck do you think they've got informants? What the fuck do they expect? Like, yeah,
You
you
don't think
back
they
a
got?
police state.
You don't
You're
think they
gonna have
got informant?
informants.
You don't think that they got people in Black Bloc?
Well, I mean, we're good about burning our chats and shit. So
Um,
is that what
Look
you
at-
guys call us, Black Bloc?
that's what like I don't know. That's like the commie black.
Yeah, the black bloc that we wear at protests. Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
I didn't
mean,
know that's like wow, we were referred by other people.
that's how
It's just kind of
that's how I
interesting.
referred. That's how I refer to, because I don't know. I just like that.
Black bloc. I kind of dig it. I'm gonna own that.
Yeah. It can refer. People know who I'm referring to without having to get into that. Like, well, Black lives do matter, but do all lives matter? Like, you don't. You can just refer to the group without having to get into the discussion about it.
Oh yeah, about the controversy of whether Antifa is an organization
Well,
or
yeah,
not.
okay. Antifa is an idea, and Black Lives Matter is, just whatever. Like, I'm just trying to refer to a group of people. I'm not trying to have this discussion.
That's I like that. I dig that. I
Yeah.
can dig it. Yeah.
It's the only
Keep it
idea
simple.
that's got a flag.
Mm-hmm.
Not a grizzly.
Well, actually, my a friend of mine walked into because everybody knew like these guys, the Proud Boys, were having a meeting at this one restaurant in our town, and we
How
were.
did everyone know that?
I don't know. I can't remember. I think they advertised it at some point. I think it became public info because like it was a Midwest meetup or a couple different states met up. Yeah, they made it public at some point. But my friend, we were just kind of standing by the area, and my friend walked in, and he was wearing his black bloc, and I mean, they didn't even know who he was, and they just started chanting "fuck Antifa." So I guess it's like, I don't know if you'd call it a signature thing. I think anybody could wear all black because I mean, it's to hide your identity, but I don't know. I guess it's become the signature Antifa thing, the black bloc.
Right. It has.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so yeah, I just downloaded Telegram. How do I find you guys?
I don't think we're doing it.
Yeah, I know. Just for like future reference.
We have to be in your phone contacts.
Oh,
maybe
so
I'll
you
make
already-
another account.
Oh, here, you know what? Since I can do this on the live stream, I'm gonna drop a link in the chat to a Telegram channel that it's like where I just sort of dump stuff that I want to have on it's like a dumping ground for stuff I find.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Some people follow it. There's like 13 followers or something because it's got a lot of good red pill shit. Get woke.
Oh yeah. The good shit.
The good shit. All right, let me find that link. I'll drop it in the chat.
You want to drop it in the private chat? Do you think that'd be better, or do you care about this?
No, I don't care. I don't care. People can follow it, but then if you click on the chat on the info for that channel, you'll be able to see me as the administrator of it.
Okay.
Because I don't want to give out my phone number on here.
You might not see me right away because I'm gonna see if I can add another account.
You're so sleuthy.
I know. I'm so
There's
badass.
one flaw in your tactics, and it's thinking that anybody gives a fuck about you.
Oh, you hurt my
Yeah,
3. Fuck
got
you.
you. Stomped
Fuck
on that shit.
you. I mean, I'm a paranoid fucker anyway. There's probably a 6.
Oh, I am
Some
too.
6
I am too.
somewhere in there too. Like
I've got 6 last.
I think I'm a 7 wing 6, or my 7's definitely second dominant. Probably 7 wing 6. I'm a 7, or I'm a 379, I believe.
Yeah,
But the
that's
7 there is 7
like
wing
that.
6. I'm pretty sure.
That's interesting. Yeah. I mean, in the case of my type, my type has been disputed a lot, and I really don't want to argue it. But
I could
I'm
see
one
you
of those
being an
cases where
8.
you don't know if like the sexual 4 or 8 fits me best. Like, but I think that 8
I
is sexual
dated
or 4.
he was either a social 4 or a sexual 4, but I think you're an 8.
I'm a sexual 8. And
I could see that.
I'm a sexual 8, and I want to say that you're a sexual 4 because 4s are
Whiny as fuck.
you've got dominant and submissive. 8 and 4 dominant and submissive, sadistic and masochistic. So Mr. Brat and
Yeah.
and I'm gonna cut my wrists.
Yeah.
I think that you're a 4.
Yeah.
I guess it's
I think I'm a
fair.
sexual 4. Yeah. Yeah. I've been typed as a 4-8 sits, like by most people. So I think that's correct. Yeah.
Taylor, would you say I'm definitely social dom?
Or sexual.
Yeah, people go back and forth.
Yeah. I might be I might lean a little harder towards sexual. I think you might be sexual social, and then which is what I am.
Sexual 3 though, but they say like, so if I'm core 3, they say like sexual 3s are very hang their identity on how attractive they are, and I wouldn't really say that that's me.
I'd have to look closer at the subtypes of 3s to jog my memory.
I mean, I like being attractive, but I don't. It's not really the crux of my identity. I don't think.
Yeah, you could be a SOSX as well, yeah. Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's where I'm at. I think I'm most likely SOSX. I'm definitely
you
not.
could
I don't
be
think
either one
SP
of
is my stacking.
No, it's not mine either. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, no, I think all of us who have been institutionalized probably does not. None of us abide well by society. I think
there is a
definitely
pattern there. There is certainly a pattern there, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. I think most of the people that are involved in like these activist antics or activism or like criminal or whatever the fuck you want to call it, probably don't have very good SP in general.
And I think that most people who get into typology are a little bit off.
Yeah.
Off is a little too soft of a word. I think.
I mean, because it's not. You've got the people like Jack.
Yeah, and Jack he's either SOSP or SPSO. Someone speculated that he's probably SP first rather than SO first, but he's definitely SX last. He's SX last as fuck.
Yeah, he is 100%. But I mean, he's that kind of guy. I think he suspected he was a sociopath before. I think he said it before or something.
Yeah, in an interview with Kat, well, no, he said that he thought he was a psychopath, but this was like when he was a teenager. He's not a psychopath.
Yes, he is.
Are you? How do you know?
No, I'm just talking.
I know
shit.
you are talking
you're like,
shit.
just kidding. But yeah.
No, I'm not a clinical psychologist, but narcissism might be on the board. I can't see sociopath or psychopath for him.
Yeah, I don't think he's a sociopath. I think narcissism is on the board, like especially with how he was like just crossing your boundaries on your Facebook account. He was going to your friend's account to harass him.
And I mean, like, the thing is that I've never seen him do that with anybody else. Granted,
You know what I've always thought was quite grandiose is naming your channel World Socionic Society.
Oh
when
yeah, that.
it's just you and you're like a 17-year-old who started a YouTube channel. It's like,
And you call it the
wow,
World
you
Socionic
took a lot of turf with that name.
I mean, he does have people from, I guess, from
Now
a bunch
he
of different
does.
countries.
Right, he
Maybe
just-
it's probably an intuitive thing.
I don't know
Like
what it is,
his
but it was
any NI vision. I don't know.
I mean, a vision starts with something small. You don't like call it world, like I don't know, world's organization of the Enneagram of like I don't know, esoteric wisdom XYZ. When you start, like you just call it I don't know. You just put your name and or
I think he
Rose
started
thing.
doing
Something like that.
shit with who was it? That Olga gal? I don't know.
Olga, I've been in that community for like over a year, and I started seeing Olga just a few months ago. Like, yeah, I know who we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Who's
think
that
you
one
can-
bitch that always wears the sunglasses in all her pictures and she thinks she's an SLE, but she's awful?
I don't think she's.
oh,
in
Kiana.
that-
Oh yeah, her.
Yeah.
Is she even in that anymore?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
She
switched to
blocked
SEE.
me.
She
I
does
can't see her.
SEE now.
She what?
She switched to SEE now.
That makes a
yeah.
lot of sense.
She blocked me.
Yeah. I think most people on the TIFE axis don't really block people. Like TIFE, or no, excuse me, TEFI axis loves to block people because they just like to stay in their own little friendship bubble.
Oh
I don't
man,
block people.
I don't remember what she did, but she pissed me the fuck off, and she blocked me, and Jack kicked me out of the group like 3 times. But
I threatened to leave the group. I can't believe he hasn't just booted me out. Well,
oh, he won't boot people, and when he does, like you get unlimited second chances.
Typical ILE. I threatened to block him several times, and I haven't done it yet. True story.
Yeah, and that's poor.
What
Barry.
happened between you two?
I don't know. I mean, all of our drama isn't really in the group, like his groups. So I mean, it doesn't. But I mean, it's just on our Facebook pages, and it's debating over politics.
And in your Snapchats?
Not in Snapchat.
Oh.
I don't know where that came from. It's on my. It's just on the stupid fucking Facebook. Where'd you get
Facebook is
Snapchat? Right. Where did that come from, Taylor? Why'd you bring up Snapchat?
I don't know.
Snapchat's where you send dick pics.
What?
Oh my god! I don't know what. You could totally.
you guys have never gotten a dick pic on Snapchat.
I have never gotten a dick pic in Snapchat.
I guess. Okay, Taylor probably wouldn't, but you and Carly have never gotten a dick pic on Snapchat before.
I mean, I didn't use Snapchat that much. I wasn't really into it, so I didn't.
I don't use it that much either, but when I have used it, I mean, even then I got a few dick pics.
Oh my god!
Not even asking for them explicitly, but I mean,
I don't understand dudes who do that because does it ever like work out? Like, oh my god, I was thinking about you.
Not
Right.
when. Okay, usually when it does happen, there's like an even exchange, and I actually think the dudes do.
Right,
But
right.
I
But at
think
that
I've also
point, you
gotten
right.
ones.
That's not like a cold cock. Yeah.
Right, but I have gotten cold cocks before, and then it's just like, what's the point, dude? You know.
What I have seen is I've seen a lot of girls like sitting around, like looking at their phone, then go, "Oh my god, look, I just got a dick pic," and then start showing all their friends and shit. but
And
I've never seen a
start
girl
making
like
fun of it. That's
Right.
what I do. It's just make fun of it.
I've never seen a girl like go, "Oh my god, look at this! Oh my god, I need to suck that."
Yeah, no girl.
No, usually either they get grossed out or they're like me and they just start making fun of it.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody like looks at it and it's like, oh, I want to fuck you now. What a sweet, what like a
I'm so turned
what
on by that
looking
cock
fun.
that
No,
looks basically
no.
just like about every other cock.
Yeah, exactly.
Somehow dudes don't feel the same way about vaginas.
Yeah.
I think vaginas are a little bit more unique. They're almost like belly
You think-
buttons.
You think there's more variance in vaginas than cocks?
Definitely.
Aesthetically?
Huh.
I
I
mean,
mean, there's similar patterns, but I think there's more variance in patterns. I think vaginas have the potential to be a lot more nuanced than cocks.
well, probably.
Oh, I mean, if you have seen that many, then I mean, in porn maybe, but huh. Let me think about it. I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, in porn, like most of the
I mean,
dicks
if
are
you-
kind of.
if
like,
you just think about, if you just take a step back and look at like how much surface area visibility you got to work with, it doesn't even make. It just seems like
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
right. It seems counter.
Yeah, counterintuitive. Yeah, because
Uh.
yeah,
It doesn't have to but that's like I said, it's like a belly button that way because it's more.
But
It's not surface
nuanced.
area.
But then you said
so much.
nuanced, right? So certainly we can
Well,
agree
it's
that
not about like surface area. It's more about texture. If you think about it, texture.
oh, texture. Okay, I don't know about that. I haven't seen.
I
haven't done-
mean,
it's about viscosity.
I mean, yeah, that too, but also like the lips, the vulva. Some of them are innies, some of them are outies. Like there's more. It's not surface area, but there's more
Diversity.
diversity, but also just as far as like
Equity.
you have more materials. I guess equity might work. You have more material to work with, whereas like it's more flexible and fluid. I don't know.
It's more dynamic.
But like with a cock,
there's-
it's just either with a cock you've got like, okay, it's big, it's small, it's thick, it's kind of thin or skinny. Okay, and then there's a ball sack, and that's pretty much
So
it.
you're saying there are more variable components to a
Yeah,
vagina.
exactly. Yes, thank you.
more
Thank you.
variable components. I see. Huh.
Because like the
true.
vulvas look different, the clits even look
You know
different.
what?
The clits can be different sizes.
You may okay. Yeah, I concede this round. You're right.
Yep. You're talking to a bisexual, so I know.
That's true. Yep, you're right.
There's different tastes too. Like cocks pretty much all taste the same. Vaginas those are unique.
Well, I do know you're right about vaginas, mostly.
I mean,
there's a lot of them that taste like nothing, and that's good.
yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on what they've eaten. If they
that's the hold on. I got to go to the bathroom real quick. Wash.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I hope that I never ever know what a cock tastes like. Good Lord.
I mean, I
Oh my God, I bet it's terrible.
so itself tastes like nothing. It's just it's the stuff that comes out of it that tastes bad.
I'm gonna mute.
Giancarlo, have you ever swallowed? Sorry, is that like way too personal to ask? Did I just cross a boundary just now?
No,
I didn't ask
you're
about
fine.
like have you swallowed before?
No, I haven't. Not yet, but it's in my plans. Actually, yeah, I'm planning to do
It's
it.
in my plans. What time do you have it penciled in for?
Well, I
time
was
what?
gonna ask you if you've heard of this trick. Like they tell you to go straight to. So like when you swallow, like don't hold it in your mouth because you don't want to taste it. Like you just want to just swallow it, just straight up swallow it.
Oh, like as you are
when the dude comes in your mouth.
Oh, when the cock inside of your mouth, like not like a cum shot. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I didn't know that.
Is that what you had penciled in, or were you?
I was planning to actually like
you were planning on the facial.
Putting my mouth.
Have you
come inside?
Have you heard of that? Have you heard of that trick yet?
Blueberries?
I mean, it makes
Oh.
sense if it tastes really that
So you
bad.
haven't. So I feel honored that I got to share that with you. I feel like a big sister now.
I'm just honored that I got to be present for all this.
Yeah, but these are the cool conversations, though. Like,
Thank you for trusting me with your cum swallowing secrets.
I'm just sad Jack couldn't be here so we could make the poor Essex lass very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I wish Jack will be here. He will love this conversation.
Oh yeah.
I could edit this part out of the stream and put it in its own video and title it and just call it Jack from World Socionic Society.
Oh my god, you have to do that now.
He would actually probably get mad at me.
He would.
Don't forget the next week or so. You know how Jack is. He kind of forgives.
Yeah,
I
oh
think
yeah, I know
Jack's
how Jack
mad
is.
at me right now.
Oh my,
Oh my
lord.
gosh. Oh, Taylor, did you ever message you back?
Hold on, let me check my phone. I forgot it's on silent. Nope.
No, okay. Dude just like fell off the face of the planet after he went off on me last. Like, what the fuck?
Eh,
Maybe you should apologize.
I'm not gonna
It's a cool
apologize for shit.
idea.
He needs to, like, if anything, he owes me the apology. I didn't do anything wrong.
Maybe you need to stop posting dumb shit.
Dude, well, he can like filter his own fucking settings. He's the one coming onto my page. Like,
You made him do it.
I made him do it. Yeah, I should.
you should have stopped him like way earlier because he told me that he has been doing that for a long time. Like you should have like changed your settings or just talk things out with him before. But you didn't.
I talked things out with him before, and then he'd do it again, or like he'll find some other button to
Well, you
push.
block him when he does that. I
See,
think.
that's why I think he's an ENTP. A lot of people ask, is he an ESFJ? No. I remember young Jack, and I've seen internet Jack, and that motherfucker has some stamina to debate with people on Facebook. Like, only an ENTP. I had to leave the ENTP Facebook group because it's too fucking obnoxious.
I used to debate. I used to be more enthusiastic about the debates, but mainly for me, I just don't have as much of the time anymore to debate. And so I have no idea how the fuck he has the time, honestly. Maybe that's why he falls off the face of the planet after he tries to debate me and everybody in my inner circle. Well, when I say inner circle, I mean more like local circle because it ends up being people from my hometown also debating him. But yeah, I don't know how you don't get totally sidetracked with all of that. I mean, and he's changed nobody's mind, not anybody in my group, and so I don't know what he's after.
Yeah,
That's what I don't get.
He's trying to like I don't know, kind of validate his own ego of being this like smartass that has the right opinions on everything. It's just kind of how he gets off. He gets
Maybe
him off.
I know, but like
he heard that you
legit
swallow.
gets angry. Huh?
He heard that you swallow. He knows your secret, your trick. He's flirting with you.
I mean, I haven't, unless he was on the live, like listening to the live stream 5 minutes ago. He doesn't know that.
Are we the first person you've told about the about?
Yeah, he
You guys
knows
aren't
that
the
he's getting off,
first
like
people
he's
know,
giving all
but
of
I
his, like,
mean,
secrets
I haven't
to
really told anybody in our socionics group that. I certainly have never told
You
him
haven't
that.
told Trey.
I might have told Trey. I don't know.
I feel like it's something Trey should know about.
Why? Trey has a
Shit.
girlfriend.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Who? I mean, I guess
I
she's
don't-
probably somebody in Texas, huh?
Yeah, somebody in Texas. I don't think she's in WSS. I
That's
don't.
good.
Know
That's
her
good.
name.
I'm glad that he didn't have an internet girlfriend because that'd be a bummer.
Yeah, Damon was like, Damon basically said the same thing, that
Well,
he
he got
gave
one
Trey
before
shit a lot.
on
What?
Discord. He had an internet girlfriend before on Discord, but I think they
Yeah.
broke up. They
And
broke
she
up.
was
Yeah.
like from, I think, the Netherlands or something?
Yeah, the Netherlands
Or New Zealand. It was New
Zealand.
Zealand.
Come
Yeah,
the fuck on. No.
Well,
We're
it was an
adults
internet
here.
girl from well, I mean, that's why Damon gave him so much shit.
Good. He
Yeah.
needed that. He deserved to get shit for that.
Yeah. Yeah, they used to have phone Discord sex a lot, I guess. Probably shouldn't be
Like,
saying that on a live
wait,
stream again.
well, whatever. I'm gonna put this in the playlist and unlist it
You like-
probably.
Like
Like-
YouTube is gonna so totally censor this video.
Yeah, you're talking about swallowing, all of that.
You know what?
It's all my fault.
But they don't give a fuck about that. They just don't want anybody talking about like recounting votes or anything.
I thought it
Or
also included
recounting
explicit
votes, that shit.
sexual content.
But talking about swallowing is not explicit sexual content when it comes to video
Really?
platforms.
Oh, interesting.
Really? Huh, that's interesting.
I mean, I say all sorts of crass shit, and I've never gotten censored for that. I've gotten censored a lot for bullying and cyber stalking. Hillary Clinton was one of the people I bullied in cyber stalk. Can you believe that shit?
Bruh.
It doesn't seem like it's that hard to
like-
bully
like-
and cyberstalk Hillary Clinton. I mean,
Yeah, oh my god.
She called me deplorable.
YouTube is so stupid.
wait, she called you deplorable?
I mean, the collective you, like us not Democrats.
Oh, like not you specifically. Like
Oh.
you didn't like comment on something and she said you're deplorable. Like she
No, of course
directly
not.
commented
Of course
back at
not.
you.
Like,
She did
Like,
not say,
it will-
Taylor, you're a deplorable human being.
he will be on national television. Like, that will be like, thank you. Now you made me famous. Thank you
Well,
for that."
okay. Well, then on that note, since you can say that, then Trump has called me a domestic terrorist. So there you go.
Hey, you know what? I'm right there with you, I think. Actually, I'm pretty
Well-
sure that everybody fits that definition now because there isn't one.
Well, I think now that Biden's in office, I think we all fit that definition. But the Gentleman's Club didn't when Trump was in.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
The Gentleman's Club.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I went to the biggest strip club in North America, and it was awesome.
Nice.
I recommend it.
It wasn't in Iowa, was it?
No.
We've got like this it's this tucked away corner hideaway strip club. It's like a
Sounds like a
exotic strip
brothel.
club. It's pretty close to a brothel.
I mean,
Might as
every
well
strip
be.
club's a brothel if we're really getting down to it.
I mean, this was pretty close, but like, yeah, it was in bumfuck Iowa, but I mean, it was like one of the better strip clubs.
I bet.
Mm-hmm. And a bigger strip club too. Like it's.
What's it called? I want to go there now.
Well, I'm not gonna. I don't. Yeah.
Is it like-
I'll DM you.
Okay. Well, I went to the Sapphire Lounge. It was in Vegas, biggest strip club in North America.
Of course, it's in Vegas.
Yeah, we got VIP
happens-
that night, which is
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
it was blessed.
How gentlemanly of you.
Wait,
I
Taylor,
would've
you never
gentlemanly
dropped the
had-
link that you said you were gonna drop for your Telegram because I'm gonna go soon.
Oh yeah. Okay. So in the chat, I did. I put it. See.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so my
Yeah.
bad. I was checking the private one. Sorry.
I'll figure out
Yeah.
Telegram in the morning. Right now, I got a headache, so I don't feel like looking at computer screens or phone screens right now.
Okay, let me get in
You're
there.
probably dehydrated. You need to drink some water.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I'm
you're going
hungry.
DSI.
Get all that salt out of your mouth.
Yeah,
Or,
there's one DSI. Leia.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, I should probably be logging off soon. My 1D SI is gnawing at me right now.
West Side's for losers.
When the SI is for losers, well,
All right. Well, then I will wrap it up. This was fucking long ass live stream. I don't even know how long.
yeah, almost 4 hours.
Damn. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I am
Okay, I
going
just joined. Great.
after this is done processing, I'm going to very probably put it in the live streams playlist and then remove it from the videos section. So if you guys want to go back and reminisce, go to the playlist if you don't see it in the live videos.
Okay.
Noted.
Any parting thoughts? No.
Uh-uh.
Thanks for joining. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.